Yo, guys, Fears, audience, welcome back to the Fears podcast. I got a very special podcast today. We got some updates. I'm going to hang out with some friends. I'm going to invite my friend Sam in, and we're going to do like a little interview, kind of get to know Sam more. It's going to be a lot of fun. So spread the word and bring everybody in here because it is time for the Fears podcast. I got my coffee, as always, in my official Fears Man 26 mug. Thanks to Exhume Visions for making it. Shout out to Exhume Visions, and let's get Sam in here, right now. I'm going to send him the link right now. So Sam will be here in 2 minutes. Oh, yeah. And check it out. We just did our vlog. So if you guys have not checked out our vlog, I just posted the vlog. We went to the gardens, and me and Sam are going to talk about it. All right, Sam, if you're watching, I posted the link at your Facebook. Check it out, buddy, and come on in whenever you want. So I'm just going to be waiting for Sam. I posted it to his Facebook, and we'll get him in here ASAP. Guys, the vlog was phenomenal. I can't thank everybody enough for all their positive vibes, their comments, all that good stuff. It was a really good vlog, very good vlog. I'm having a good day. I got work tonight. I got some updates. We're gonna talk to Sam a little bit, and then we'll get on with the rest of the podcast. But I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everyone is doing fan-friggin-tastic. We'll get on with the rest. So there it is. We're just waiting on Sam. Waiting on Sam. Sam will be here any waking moment, guys. Sam is a great guy. He's a good friend. So yeah. So welcome. Well, while we're waiting for Sam, I'll tell you guys a little update. My dad is doing amazing. He's been feeling a lot better. His levels went down a little bit. So yeah, I'll probably text Sam here in a few. Sam, check your Facebook, buddy. So yeah, so my dad's doing a lot better, definitely a lot better, and he's not cured, obviously, but he's getting there. His levels went down a little bit. I think he was at like 150, and I think now his levels are down to like 142. So that's progress. So continue the prayers, continue the blessings. I don't force religion on anyone. So if you're not religious, just throw some positive vibes my way and my family's way. If you are religious, prayer it up. There he is. There's Sam. All right, guys, I'm going to welcome Sam in 3, 2, 1. There he is.
Hello, everybody. This is Sam.
What's up, dude?
As usual.
How you been?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. You must be tired. You haven't went to sleep yet.
Nope. Been getting call my bosses and stuff, which may call anytime, so I might have to take a break at a certain point if they call me. So just
okay, yeah,
let you guys know now.
If they call you, then just dip out for like 5 minutes and then come back in.
All right.
Because I understand work's important. So Sam, we're going to start with the very first, always on the Fears podcast, we always start with 3 topics. And so I want to welcome Sam to the Fears podcast. Dankness says, hey, Fears, I gave you a like. I appreciate that, Dankness. And he says, hey, Sam. So Dankness, Sam, Dankness.
Hello, Dickness. How's it going, man?
Oh, Dickness. No, Dankness. No. That's all right. Anyway, so the 3 topics today are we're going to do a vlog review. Then I'm going to interview my buddy Sam just to like get to know him a little bit more and for you guys to get to know him more. And then I thought about Randall has been talking my ear off, Sam, about future content. So he was like, Fears, tell the fans about the future content that you and Sam are gonna make, and tell the future content that me and I said, Randall, I said, I promise. I said, in next stream, I will talk about the future content. And then I'll give you a chance, Sam, to tell all the fans about your future content coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with the vlog review. So what did you think? What did you think about the vlog? Give me your analysis, and then I'll give my analysis, and then we'll break it down.
Oh, of the vlog?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to start off by saying that I think all of the edits you've made towards the mini golf and us playing our gaming hangout and stuff inside your apartment have been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think you did a great job at that.
Thanks,
Everything
man.
is, all the cuts and stuff are perfect in the sense where they don't cut off conversations, and you join in at good points where we start talking about what the previous topic was on. It was actually very interesting. You did a great job, man.
Well, thanks, man.
Really impressed.
I appreciate it. Also, I steal a bunch from Casey Neistat. I love time lapses, so anytime I can get a good time lapse in a vlog, I stole that idea from him. Have you ever watched Casey Neistat?
No, sir.
Check him out. He makes great vlogs. He doesn't make a lot of content these days because he's got 2 kids and a wife, but I mean, that's understandable. But when he makes at least 1 video a month now because he's so famous. That's all he needs to make his money, because he's that famous. He's got like 13 million subscribers, so he doesn't have to make a lot of content like you and me, which it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's a good thing that he's taking care more of his family, and he still makes money, but it's a bad thing, like fans like us. I want more content from Casey Neistat because he makes great content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I as a content creator myself, I always value the health of other fellow content creators above all else. If they need to take a break, let them take a break. Life gets in the way a lot of the time. And
plus,
I definitely experienced that.
Exactly. Plus, I tell my I told Sam, I'm not just agreeing just because we're friends. I 100% agree, and I also tell my fans quality over quantity. I'd rather him make 1 video a month and have it be super fucking epic than like 8 shitty videos. But with Casey, he never makes any shitty videos. So yeah, I always put in the time lapses, and yeah, I try not to cut conversations off. The only time I've done that is if the vlog is going on too long and whoever I'm vlogging with just keeps rambling on. I'm like, I need to find a good cutoff point. But you don't ramble, and I don't ramble much. I do sometimes, but not a lot. So probably one of my favorite cuts was when you're like, don't let him fool you guys. He goes, just because it's his vlog doesn't mean he's going to win. And then I cut it off. I'm like, yeah, because it's my vlog, I'm going to win. But we tied. How crazy is that, guys? Did not plan that. Sam, what were you thinking? What were you thinking when we tied? Like, were you like, wait a minute, do I have to recount this? Because Sam's really good at math, and Sam was like, okay, Fears, hang on. Like, let me recount this. How many times did you recount? I forgot.
I recounted twice. One time in my head, and then another time with a calculator just to make sure.
Yeah. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, I've never tied with Randall. Either Randall's won and I've lost, or vice versa. I've won and Randall's lost. Because Randall's an okay golfer, but now he's really good at Monopoly. I've played him in Monopoly at least 4 times, Sam. I've lost every single time. And I'm really good at Battleship, and I've beat him every time at Battleship.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, I was at the clear disadvantage going into mini golf because I hadn't played in 4 or 5 years. And
True.
you had just gone like back in December. So
yeah, I think the last time I golfed, it was like December, January. So yeah. But yeah, I cannot wait for the next hangout. Everybody was on my TikTok saying, Fears, when are you going to post the vlog? I was like, soon. Very, very soon. And then my friend Tinder Immortal came into the chat and she goes, Fears, I'm sick and tired of your laziness. He goes, I am boycotting you until you get caught up with all the vlogs. And I was like, listen, I'm trying, Tinder Immortal. I'm like, I got a vlog out today, So I hope she was kidding with that, because Tinder Immortal is a good friend. Actually, Tinder Immortal, Sam, Pixel came into your stream, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But Tinder Immortal goes out with Pixel.
Oh, really?
So that's how that's who she is. So she goes out with Pixel. Pixel's a good guy. He's been like a good friend. He's been a long time fan, and so is Tinder Immortal. They've been fans and friends of mine for ages, years now, years.
I haven't seen Tinder Immortal in my chat yet, but I did see Pixel. I think Victor came back one day too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and so I want to tell the fans, I was at work. Sam came in and said, "Hey, Fears." He goes, "I hope you don't mind." He goes, "But some of your like community came over to my stream." I said, "Sam," I said, "that's awesome." I said, "Free publicity, buddy." I said, "I don't know how they found your stream," and then you told me they found it through TikTok, right?
Yeah, they like backlogged it. They did like some detective shit because they were like, "Oh, this guy's recording with John. Okay, let's see who this guy is." So then, like, they went to my TikTok account. They saw that my Twitch was in my TikTok. They're like, all right, let's check this.
Let
guy
me tell
out.
you something, Sam. They're crafty. They are crafty. Some of them. Now, I explained this to Sam at work. Some of them are very nice. Some of them are absolute batshit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I told Sam the ones to watch out for. I was like, Exhumed Visions. He's perfectly fine. He's a good buddy of mine. I said, watch out for like Joey with the numbers. Watch out for Claire Audience. Those two are absolutely out of their mind. Those guys are nuts. But Sam told me that they did not one of them brought any drama to like your stream. So I was relieved. I was like, that's good. I'm like, that's good that they didn't like do any like drama to your channel. And I said they probably won't. They probably won't because both of those guys are big gamers, and I'm not a big gamer. I was when I was a kid. Sam, I can't remember, when did you say this? You said it either when we were playing video games or when we were playing miniature golf. You said, Fears, I will get you back into video games. And I was like, it's not that I don't like video games. I just, as an adult, I work so much and I vlog so much that takes up a lot of my time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far everyone has been really chill in my chat.
That's awesome.
From you. They've all been amazing, positive vibes all around.
That's good. I'm glad. Because I told Sam, I said, I hate it like whenever my troll fans like send drama either my way or like one of my friends' ways, you know?
Mm-hmm. The thing is with me, I just don't even acknowledge drama. You know, if someone's trying to start or anything, I'm like, that's cool, you know. Well, you can say what you want to say. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. Yeah.
Yeah. I told Sam. I said, Sam, you're a lot better at dealing with online comments than I am. Like, I've gotten better. Every once in a while, they can still get me, but I've gotten a lot better. I told Sam at work, I was like, man, I said when I first started streaming, they would make one little comment. I'd be like, fuck you, kiss my ass, you sons of bitches. Like, and I was like going ballistic, Sam. So I've gotten a lot better. Now if they make like a smirky comment, it just depends. If it's not too smirky, then I just leave it alone. If it's anything about my friends or my family, then I just block it or I just time them out or whatever. So it depends. N4 says, Fears, intro to the community was also named Sam. That's right. That's right. So it's my community now, Sam. But way back in the day, there was some Canadian guy that watched one of my vlogs and he loved it. I don't know why, because the vlog that I started with was so crappy, and I'll have to show you some of my early editions of filmmaking. It's not a pretty sight, but you got to start somewhere. And he interviewed me and introduced me to this entire community. And then he kind of like went on the back burner, and I guess he just didn't care about YouTube anymore. And he went to like cooking school, and I wished him well, and I guess he never came back. And so I guess he was like, hey, Fears, you can have my community. So I'm one of the community leaders. Carrie is, Richie is, and a couple of other people. But there's only a couple of people that stream in the community, and I'm like one of the head guys. So, yeah. So
that's kind of crazy, man. Yeah.
Big shout out to Dankness. Big shout out to N4. So, yeah. So what was your favorite part of the vlog? Like Hangout experience.
Yeah, really quick, I would like to address something. So Edward Mass in the chat, it's not so much that he's an interviewer, we're just two friends talking. Like even in person, he carries 90% of the conversation because I'm not super talkative. Even in my own streams and stuff, I mostly let the gameplay take over.
Sam is outgoing too. Like it's the yin and the yang. Like off camera, Sam's definitely chatting away. You know, like Sam can hold a conversation. You know,
yeah, I can hold a conversation. It's just Fears definitely is the talkative one of the two of us. That's just how it is.
And I told Sam going in, I said, look, if you're gonna be my friend, there's a couple of things you need to know. And Sam was like, all right, Fears, give me the lowdown. Give me the lowdown. And I was like, well, first of all, I have ADD and I have hyperactive disorder. So I said, I hope you're okay with that. It's something that I have to control. but I said, it's not too bad. I said, and two, I'm just a very outgoing person, and I care a lot about my friends and my family and my faith and my religion. And Sam was like, Fears, I don't judge anyone. You're cool as shit. We'll get along great, buddy. And I was like, awesome.
Yeah, I don't judge anyone for, their predispositions towards anything, really.
Yeah. Plus, Edward, we haven't got to the interview yet. We're still kind of reviewing the vlog, so bear with us.
Yeah, the interview's in a bit.
Interview's in a bit. Yeah, because I thought, oh, this would be a great topic. I'm like, the community will get to know Sam a little bit, because they only get to know you a little bit in the vlogs. But I was like, a sit down conversation would be great. So Sam, what is before we continue on with the vlog? What's right beside your name? Is that like your Twitter name, or is that your Instagram name, or?
Oh, where it says Sam Riggs, Me and Only Me 202. So the Me and Only Me 202 was my original YouTube name because I was an edgy 16-year-old who couldn't think of any better thing to do.
I've been there.
Yeah. So I originally then I changed it back to Final Remix.
Okay. Yeah, I like Final Remix. Nothing against your old name, but like
I don't even like my old name.
No. I'm serious, Sam. I like it because it's short, sweet, to the point. Like, actually, one of my friends back in the day, I was working at Walmart, and they were like, Fears, your YouTube name is so long. They're like, shorten it down. Like, mine was The Fears Man from Missouri or something like that. I can't even remember. It was so long. And my friend was, I looked at him and said, I remember we were sitting down eating at lunch, and he's like, Fears, no one can find your YouTube channel because it's so fucking long. And I was like, oh, should I shorten it? He's like, yeah. He's like, shorten it up to like The Fears Man or Fears Man or Fears Man 26. And I was like, you know what? I'm like, I like Fears Man 26. And he's like, then just go with that. And then I just went with it. People started to like it. I remember even people commenting like, oh, yeah, you changed your name. And I was like, I had to because it was so long. Another one of my friends, Sam, he's like really into dragons and stuff. And his was like the dragon.
I used to be too.
Like, now his YouTube channel, I think, is just the Dragon Slayer or just Dragon Slayer and then his age. But he used to be like the Dragon Slayer 845794 or whatever.
Oh my God.
And I was like, dude, I can't remember all that shit. I said,
well, see, the numbers don't matter as much in names. Like 202 wasn't that big of a thing. It's just for me, having a bunch of words strung together into one word, Me and Only Me. A lot of people didn't even know what it was because people were like meaned on lie, and I was like, just Me and Only Me. Also, this is not sweet tea. Believe it or not, I do drink other things. If you watch the vlog, I'm currently drinking apple juice because I try to stay healthy. So
I said it in the vlog, and I'll say it online. Sam is the sweet tea drinking master. 9 sweet teas in one vlog. I was like, Sam. I'm like, I can't wait for the second hangout to see how many sweet teas Sam drinks then.
And spoiler alert, every time I go out to a restaurant, all you need to do is tell me unlimited drinks. And I will drink just as much as that, no matter where I'm at.
Well, I'm going to put that to the test, buddy. We're going to do that in a vlog. I'll be like, let's just see how many sweet teas Sam can down.
So, I am a thirsty motherfucker.
You were. Well, you know what? It was hot that day. Like we were sweating a little bit at golf. Wasn't too bad because remember, like the clouds went down a little bit.
Yeah.
It started like towards the end of the miniature golf. I thought it was going to rain. Did you?
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I really did. I did think it was going to rain because it got really cloudy there towards the end.
Yeah. And then, remember, like when I said, "Hey, turn around. What's that in the background?" The sun was still out, but if you look in the vlog, way in the background near Tower of Terror, that's where it started to get cloudy. Around like where we were, the sun was still out. But when I pointed and said, "Hey, Sam, what's in the distance?" You were like off camera. I remember you saying something like, "Fears, I totally think it's going to rain." And I was like, maybe, buddy, possibly.
And hey, all those clouds did turn into something because we got downpour the next day. Like you had to cancel plans, and it sucked to work that night for me. Like it was bad.
Well, I remember I came in at work and I was like, "Hey man, how was work?" And you're like, "Sucked balls." And I'm like, "Why is that?" And you're like, "Because it rained all friggin' night, Fears." And I was like, "Oh, that's right." I'm like, because I have Tuesdays off, and I was like, "Sam, I feel for you, buddy."
And of course, that was the night every truck driver decided not to have their paperwork or their phones ready. So I had to go outside in the pouring rain. I was drenched, dude.
Sam, I'm just going to say it right now. Me and Sam hate those fucking truck drivers because they're goddamn morons.
They're incompetent. They really are. Like you come here, like some of them literally come in every single day, and they come to the gate expecting something new to be happening.
I'm like,
Like,
it's the
what?
same
This is
shit.
different.
I'm like, it's the same shit every day. We check, we check your paper. We check your cargo. We say yay or nay that you can go through the gate. Awesome. Have a good day. Shake a hands. Move it on down the trail, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then they're like some of them. I swear, Sam. Here, let me put it on me real quick. I'll do my best acting performance. Some of them, I understand. If you're from a different country, I'm not racist. You know, some of them don't understand because of language stuff. I'll cut you some slack on that. But others that speak like the same language as us, Sam, it like Sam said, it's like brand new. Like paper, what paper? I'm like, the paper. When you go through in the back, they're supposed to give you a paper. You sign it. It says a pass to go through, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, no, I didn't get a paper. And then me and Sam are just shaking our heads like, oh, God. Like, so then we have to go out, sign it. I mean, it's a good job. Just sometimes it's like demanding, you know? Like, for the most part, me and Sam have a lot of downtime at work, you know? So we just bullshit. We talk. We play games.
We shoot the shit.
Yeah, that's when Sam's the most talkative. Like, we shoot this shit. We play games. Right now, Sam, tell them before we go back to the vlog. Tell them about the game that we're playing on our phones. It's like a challenge. It's back and forth. Sam will get like a high score, then I'll get a high score, like back and forth.
So the game we're playing is basically like kind of like Tetris. It's called like what's it called? Puzzle Master or something like that?
No.
Block Puzzle. It's Block Puzzle.
Block Puzzle. Yeah, I was like, it's either Block Puzzle or Puzzle Master or some shit.
Yeah, so Block Puzzle is a game where it's kind of like Tetris, where it gives you the pieces from Tetris, and it gives you this block, and you have to like keep like placing them in like lines. It's kind of like Sudoku. Now that I think about it, it's like Sudoku and Tetris mix.
It's like Tetris, like just like Sam said, it's like Tetris, but it's like a next level Tetris. Like instead of them falling down, you grab the pieces from like off camera, put them in the box, and then you make lines. And as soon as you make a line, it breaks away. Here, let me catch up with the comments. Edward says, I got a question for you, Sam. We'll save that question for the interview.
I can answer the question he has for me right now real quick.
All right, Edward.
Simple answer.
Edward, shoot the question you want.
He already asked the question right below it. Do I like Final Fantasy? And the answer is Final Fantasy is one of my favorite series of all time. I'm one of the few people that actually likes 13 in the entire world. But 10 is my all-time favorite. I play 10 every year, at least once.
All right, Sam. This may be sacrilegious to ask this, but you know me in new video games. I mean, I'm better at the old video games. I've played Final Fantasy 1. I don't remember much of it. Is Final Fantasy like
only one?
Only one. Is Final Fantasy like anime shit?
Honestly, I don't think so. Personally, I think a lot of people get like anime aspects from the third party stuff, like the movies that they did for Final Fantasy and stuff. But I don't think it's super anime.
Because I'm not a fan of anime. Sam knows this. My fans know this. I have slept through anime movies. I've slept through anime video games. Like my friends will play. I'm like, you guys go ahead and play. I'll take a little napo. Yeah.
Because like they are absolutely more like a fantasy series kind of thing, where it's like, you know, like the old like the old cartoons, like it's kind of like He-Man in a way, where it's like,
listen, He-Man, Masters of the Universe. I love it. I watched it every day as a kid.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like the magic and everything in it is very fantasy style. I don't think it's anime where like there's like tournament arcs. Like there's not arcs in Final Fantasy. There's not like there's not a continuous story. Every Final Fantasy is its own game. It's its own story.
Richie says, who's your friend? Richie? I want to introduce you to my friend Sam. Now, Sam, what you have to know about Richie, we call him the challenge master. On his channel, whatever challenge you give him, within reason, he will do. People dare him to eat stuff in the shower. He will get in the shower and eat like a chicken pot pie in the shower. He'll do it all. He's jumped in lakes. He's gotten on his bike at like 20 miles an hour, hit a ramp, went and like right into the lake, almost broke his leg. He'll do it all. So
Richie, I challenge you to find a way to better yourself each and every day, man.
That's a good challenge. That's a good shout.
I think that's something everyone should be striving for. You know?
Exactly. Sam is about to do that. Sadly, we made a TikTok last night. It's going to be Sam's last day. Well, it was technically your last day yesterday, but if your boss lets you work the next 2 weeks and put in your 2 weeks, Sam will be moving on to a bigger and better job, and I can't be more happy for you.
Mm-hmm. I've been looking at trying to get out of this job for a very long time. I'm very looking forward to this.
Yes, I only did the security job because I lost my job at another place that I don't want to say because of COVID. So I hope one day I can either go back to that job or find something even 10 times better.
Mm-hmm. See, the funny thing is, I've actually never struggled finding jobs before. It pissed my dad off like crazy because here's story time with Sam real quick. When after I worked a full year at my first job at Arby's, I quit without having another job in mind, and my dad was pissed. He was like, "Sam, you're supposed to like get a job ahead of time and stuff. You're supposed to like do like apply and everything." I was like, "Don't worry about this, Dad."
An older guy, I told Sam that. I said, "Sam, it's a lot easier to find a job when you already have a job." I said, "If you just quit randomly and then it's because it takes a while to find another job." So I'm like, keep having the cash flow come in.
Yeah, you gave me this. You gave me the same exact advice as my dad, but the thing is literally within a week, I found a much better job at Staples.
Because
I worked there for like another year.
Me and your dad are like almost the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to put it out there. Sam, you're going to turn, when are you going to turn 25?
February 26th.
So yeah, so Sam's a little bit younger, but you know what? Sam is like one of the coolest friends I've ever had. Besides Randy and Eric, I'd say Sam is probably like my third like good buddy.
Yeah, you and my dad are actually have a surprisingly similar mindset, honestly.
Yeah,
like collecting and just like in general, like what your likings towards stuff.
Yeah,
I think the only difference is you don't care much for cars, and my dad does, but that's about it.
Yeah, like I like to drive cars, but my brother is kind of like your dad in the aspect. My brother likes to take apart a car on a weekend and put it back together on a Monday. That's not
my dad.
That's not me. I'm more the black sheep of the family. I'm the artist. I'm the creator. I'm the artist of the family. So yeah.
Well, okay, so he's not as old as my dad, Edward. My dad is like 49.
But so. I mean, like we're closer in age because I'm 38.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, even though Sam's a little bit younger, he's one of the most nicest guys I've ever met. Good friend. Mercenary Man's here. He says, "What's up, chat?" And he says, "Welcome to the Fears universe, Sam."
The Fears verse.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good universe. Every once in a while, we have some crazy psychos come in and try to torture Fears, but not. I'll be honest, Sam. The last couple of months, not too bad on the trolling. So not too bad. So yeah,
complain about that.
But yeah. Anyway, so let's go back to the vlog. I hope everybody enjoyed it. More vlogs to come, and because I told Sam, dude, let's not let this new job affect us. And Sam was like, "Oh, Fears, we're gonna continue hanging out, talking, vlogs." So we've got 2 epic hangouts coming out. Should we tell the fans?
Sure, let's go.
So I'll just give them a little taste. So on the 29th, we're going to be playing video games again. I may vlog it, but the next one, we're going to explain to the fans what Desertland is.
Desertland is basically an amusement park inside of a building. It's kind of interesting. The only thing it's missing is like actual roller coasters, but here's what it's got. It's got go-karts. It's got bowling. It's got a museum inside of it. It has, if you've ever heard of Sky Zone, it's kind of a regional thing, but a Sky Zone where it's like got a bunch of trampolines and stuff, and you can just bounce from one trampoline to the next. It's pretty cool. It's where I used to practice doing backflips.
And 2 museums. It's got an old it's like old car museum, and then on the other side of the museum, it's got movie cars, which is going to tickle Fears to death because I love me some movie cars.
Mm-hmm. Do I have any easier games for Fears? Hell yeah, I got plenty of games, dude. I got so many things I can give to him. When we will get to it all, so I'm not going to spoil any games we're going to play.
Yeah. No, listen, people know. Listen, Edward, I don't hide that I'm not good at games. When I was a little kid, I was great at games because that's all I did. I came home from school, I gamed it up till like 10 at night, and then I went to bed. But since I've like graduated college and I got a job and stuff, I've only gamed here and there. And I told Sam this going in, going in. I said, like the last game I played like straight through, Edward, like from start to finish, was Resident Evil 6 in 2018. I wanted to beat it before I moved to Florida. So yeah. So I like Edward. I already told Sam. I think I said this off camera, Sam. I was like, Sam, and I said it in a vlog. I said it in the vlog. I was like, these new games, I'm horrible. I'm garbage. I said the old ones, I'm doing pretty good.
I'll get you good at them. Don't worry, John.
Yeah, Sam said, "Fierce, come higher hell water. I will turn you back into a gamer." And I was like, that actually would help my fan base. I said, because a lot of the troll fans are like religious. They're like, I got a game. I have to game. I love games. And they're like, Fierce, we're going to make fun of you because you're not a gamer. And I'm like, I don't care. Fuck you. I'm like, I'm not a
Fuck you.
I'm like, I'm not a gamer. I'm like, I never said I was a gamer. When I was a kid, I was a gamer. But yeah.
I like the passive middle finger. Fuck you.
Exactly. Resi says hello. Now, Resi's a big gamer. Now, Resi, remember I told you about Sega?
Mm-hmm.
I told Sega, I told him a little bit about Sega. We'll get to it. But I said, Sega finally got a girlfriend. I'm so happy for him. Resi is Sega's girlfriend.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm actually interested in meeting Sega because Sonic the Hedgehog is one of my favorite series ever, and I'd like to talk about that.
Sega is a character. He's great. Everybody in the community loves him. Now, he does. I will say this: like he has his moods. Like sometimes he's in a good mood, sometimes he's in a bad. But he can't help that though. He's autistic. So
yeah, that's fine. We all get like that. Even if we're not autistic.
Everybody cuts him some slack. But I'll give you a taste. Some days he's like, "Yeah, Fears, we're great friends. You're awesome." And all of a sudden he's like, "Fuck you, Fears. I fucking hate you." And I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, Sega's in one of his moods. I'm like, "All right, Sega, you rock, buddy." I'm like, "I'll talk to you later." But on the whole, Sega's a pretty cool fucking chill dude.
I'm surprisingly receptive to people like that because I grew up with a best friend, Hunter, who was very much like that, even as a kid. And you just don't even think about it when you're a kid. So like, since I grew up with it, I don't think about it much now. Like someone just randomly gets mad at me. I'm like, it's just in the mood. I don't get upset about it.
Now, Mercenary Man, I haven't told Sam about Tommy, but I will. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just tell him now. Tommy is like a legend in our community, Sam. Tommy went from like 500 subs, and then somebody on the internet like really made fun of him like really bad. I mean, it was bad. Like, like death threats, the whole 9 yards, whatever his name was, Leafy or whatever the hell the fucking kid's name is. And he made like a crying video. Like he was being legit. He was like, "Leave me alone. You're threatening me. You're threatening my family." And he got like 100,000 subs out of it, right? 100,000 subs. And then now he makes content. He always wears fedora. He always wears like suits. And he's like one of the coolest guys. And he actually flew down to Florida. On a bad note, he flew down, to bury his dad. But he even he even made time, though, to hang out with me. I was like, "Tommy, we can hang out some other time, buddy." I'm like, "Focus on your family. That's more important." And he was like, "No, Peter." He goes, "I love you, man. I love your content." He goes, "Once I get all my family stuff done, we'll hang out." And I was like, "All right, man. I'm just saying." I'm like, "We can hang out at any other time." But yeah, I'm like, "If you want to hang out, that's cool." So we hung out. Coolest fucking guy ever. But what Mercenary Man is talking about is he used to have like this talk show. I forgot the name of the talk show. I think it was Tommy Talks, and he used to have these MCs that would help him with the show. And Sega used to be one of his MCs.
Oh,
like his
okay.
It used to be like a +1, and then like five other dudes would come in, or girls or guys or whatever. I haven't watched many of his old stuff, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the vlog. So, basically, Sam, was it your idea or my idea to do golf? I couldn't remember.
I told you that I hadn't played golf in years, and you were like, "Oh, well, we need to change that." So it's kind of a mixture of both of our things, because like I brought up the idea of golf, and you were the one that were like, "Let's do it." I got the perfect place and everything. Let's go.
Yeah, because I hadn't went to that place in years. The last time I went to the Disney Fantasia golf place was like when my buddy Eric used to work at Disney, and he worked at Disney for like 12 years. So the last time I played there was like 2005, 2006. So it was well overdue, and I had never vlogged it. So I was like, well, I'm like, I should just invite Sam out. And Sam was very perceptive on like, "Oh, Fierce, I love making content." Because I asked him, I don't just throw a camera in my friend's face or anyone. I always ask them, "If you don't want to be in the vlog, I understand. I'll film around you." And Sam was like, "Fierce, I'm trying to grow my TikTok and my YouTube channel and my Twitch." He's like, "Film it up."
Mostly my Twitch.
Yeah, mostly your Twitch. But you also told me at work that you want to revamp your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm planning on completely rebranding my YouTube channel soon. I don't know if I'm going to keep Final Remix as my name. I might change it. I might not. I don't know. But I do want to completely revamp my channel because every Monday I do podcasts on my Twitch channel with my friends, and I plan on uploading all of those podcasts and highlights on my Twitch. And eventually, I want to make like highly edited videos and stuff on my YouTube.
And I told him, I said, I'm willing to help you out, man. I said, if you ever like are busy or whatever, I said, you want me to edit like one of your videos? I'm like, I'll be a good friend and edit. So I'm like, so yeah, Sam is gonna totally revamp his YouTube channel, and he was real perceptive. He's like, Fears, he's like, I'm all about making content. You turn on that video camera and let's go nuts. And I was like, sweet.
And in a perfect world, my Kingdom Hearts Sora hits the gym video is the YouTube videos I would strive to make the most, because that's what I'm most proud of all time. But that shit took me like 2 weeks to make. And I can't do that for every video unless like I have like the free time, which I don't have anymore if I'm streaming. So it's rough. It is very rough.
Mercenarian says, Fears, you already have enough videos on the editing floor that you need to get out. That's true, Mercenary Man. I told Sam, I said, Sam, I am way behind. Like even Tinder Immortal, she was getting mad. She's like, Fears, she goes, I'm laying the hammer down. I hope she was kidding. She's like, Fears, I'm boycotting until you catch up on your vlogs. And I was like, I'm trying. I got a vlog out today. I'm gonna work on a vlog today, and hopefully get it up either tonight or tomorrow before work. So, so we'll see.
Yeah,
Reggie says, I love Kingdom Hearts. Nice.
Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite franchises of all time. I'm gonna get John to play it at some point because he loves Disney.
Listen, I love Disney. So as soon as he brought it up, I was like, I'm down. I'm like, anything Disney, let's do it. I love Disney. I love theme parks. I love all that shit.
But we gotta get him in a state where he's comfortable playing games, like where he's good at like decent at playing games offhand before we can get him playing Kingdom Hearts, because that's gonna be rough if we make him just play it raw right now.
Dude, it was rough. It was rough. I was rusty on Resident Evil. I was like, oh shit, I haven't played this since 2008 or 9 or whenever the hell the movie, whenever the video game came out. I remember it came out when I was in film school. I was in film school. I came out of class. I remember it vividly. I came out of class, and my friend's like, Fears, dude, I got the new Resident Evil. He goes, and I know you love Resident Evil. I was like, dude, right after class, because we had another class that we were about to go to. I said, right after class, I'm going to go home. I'm going to put my books down. I said, you follow me. I said, we'll ride in my car to your house, and we'll game it up to like 10 at night. We did, and he bought it like literally that day. We went to Walmart. He bought it, and we gamed it up to like 10:30. And I don't remember it being that hard, but I had been kind of rusty because I hadn't played it in a little while. But at least I knifed that freaking bitch in the face. I knifed her in the face, and then I took off running. Yeah.
I when I took over, all I did was pretty much knife until I got to the guys with the bombs, because you kind of need the guns for that. But
it was scary, man. It was scary. It's crazy.
I used to.
They start ganging up on you, and I'm like, oh shit, oh man.
I still surprised I'm as confident as I am in that game. I used to speedrun that game on the hardest difficulty back in like 2012, like a long time ago, and I got very good. I was like in the top 100, but I haven't played since 2012. And I thought that was going to be bad.
Hopefully the fans loved it when we incinerated the merchant, man. That was great. That was great. Resi says, Resident Evil, my love, my life. Hell yeah. Why wouldn't it be? Your love, your life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Sam, I really loved the vlog, man. I think it was a big success. I think everybody enjoyed it, you know? So I was telling everybody, look forward to more vlogs, and probably I almost guarantee you that Desertland is going to out-top the golfing vlog. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. Desertland, I'm very looking forward to. There's so much to do there. There's so much fun to have. So looking forward to it. So recap, Desertland's got it doesn't have mini golf, unfortunately. It's got the bouncy castle thing. What was it called? Trampoline. I call it Sky Zone, but it's got its own name. I don't remember it.
Yeah, so it's got trampolines in it. It's got a restaurant in it. It's got a bar in it. So we're gonna eat lunch there. It's got 2 museums. One museum is nothing but like old-fashioned cars from like the 40s to like the 80s or 90s. And then on the other side of the museum is nothing but movie cars, which I'm really looking forward to. And the only thing is, it sucks. You can take pictures by it. You can film them. You just can't sit in them. And I really wanted to sit in the Echo One because they got an Echo One in there. But I was like, we'll have to film around it. Then what else do they have?
So you said the car museums, the trampoline. They have an arcade. They have bowling. They have go-karts. They're putting in bumper cars. I don't know if it's done yet, but they have been putting in bumper cars for a couple months.
They're done before we go. Hopefully.
Yeah, because that'll be an additional thing to do.
Exactly. And so I told Sam, I said, we may have to do Desertland in 2 parts. I said, because I don't know if we're going to get to everything. But I said, here's what we'll do. I said, you'll pull out $100. I'll pull out $100 because it's free to get in, and then you just pay for whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and on top of that, there's a shopping center and stuff in there too, like an entire shopping area.
It's cool. Huge. It's huge, guys. Like Adam the Woo is one of my favorite vloggers, and I actually met him recently at a convention, and he's a local YouTuber in Florida. Do you know who he is, Sam?
No, never heard of him.
Check it out, Adam the Woo. He's got well over 1 million subs, and he actually did a vlog in Desertland, and his vlog in Desertland looked good. It was amazing. So I'm looking forward to it. So I basically told Sam off camera, guys, I said, we'll pull out $100 and we'll just see what we can get to. And I said, and whatever we don't get to, we'll just do a part 2 at some point down the road.
Yeah. Hopefully next month. as long as this, job opportunity for me works out on Monday, or maybe I have some other interviews I actually got lined up on Tuesday now. I've been working while I was.
Oh, sweet. Well, you know what, Sam?
Waiting on calls and stuff.
Sam, I'm a good friend. I'm really looking forward to this this hangout. If you don't have the money, I'll front it for you.
Okay, I appreciate that, man. Seriously. And I'll pay you back when the time comes, if it comes to that. I don't think it will.
Yeah,
but if it does come to that, I'll get you. I'll spot you.
Yeah, dude, no worries. No, 100%. Because I was like, and that was Sam's idea. He's like, hey, Fears, you ever been to Desertland? I said, no, but I said, I've been wanting to, and I've just been going to so many cons and work and family stuff and trying to find a better job. So I said, I've kind of had to put it on the back burner. And, so yeah, man, I told it, if you don't have the money, I'll front it for you because we got to go and do that. That'll be, and we haven't decided. It's going to be sometime in April. We just don't know what day of what week, but we'll figure it out. But the video game hangout, I'm looking forward to both of them. But the video game hangout is coming up here soon in about a week, on the 29th. So yeah. So that was basically our review of the vlog. So let's get to the interview, buddy. So first question. If you guys have a question for Sam, put it in the chat. If not, I will keep answering. And now Sam's going to know, he's going to find out my interview skills.
And really quick, I'd just like to address, I am okay getting as personal as possible. You guys can talk about my family, like my personal life and everything. I just want to talk about addresses because I don't want to give my address away. So besides that, but I'll still give away hometowns and stuff. But I've got to get as personal as possible. So ask away.
So I'll start it off. First question, why did you move to Florida? Was it for better job opportunities or a better life or to make a life or to find a lady or all of the above?
So I have to answer your question first with another question. Which time are you talking about moving to Florida? Are you talking about my first time or this time?
The most recent time. Okay.
So the reason why I moved to Florida this time was simply because I had more friends over here. I moved away from Florida back to Oklahoma, where I'm originally from, directly out of high school because my dad was going to take me in after I graduated. So that was my only way of doing anything out of high school was to move back in with my dad in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So after I moved there, I realized I didn't have all of my old high school friends and stuff. Most of them, at least, I still had my friend Dorian, but most of them had moved on. They got lives. It had been 6 years since I had interacted with them. So I was actually more alone back in my old hometown than I had been in my entire life. So I kept up contact with all of my Florida friends, and I realized I just wasn't as happy over there as I was here. So I moved back after 4 years.
Plus, there's a lot more to do in Florida than Oklahoma, I would presume.
Especially post-pandemic.
Yeah. Yes.
All my favorite places in Oklahoma closed down permanently, and that sucked. That
By
really
the way, I
sucked.
just want to tell everybody, I gave Sam the 10-second version of the Map Man, so there's no need to bring him up even more. Sam was disgusted, just like me, and I said it sucks that he lives in your not your hometown, but in your state. And I was like, Sam's like, just give me the 10-second version, Fierce. I was like, he's an idiot. He's disgusting. Here's what happened. Here's what people found out he was doing. Let's move on. So yeah. So
I would say Oklahoma is miserable mercenary, man. Oklahoma has its own virtues. For instance, my grandpa has made the absolute fucking most of Oklahoma. He went out in the middle of nowhere in Pryor.
Your grandpa is so fucking cool, man. He told me about him. Tell the fans about your dad and your grandpa, man. Oh my god.
Yeah. So my grandpa went out in the middle of nowhere in Pryor and bought 17 acres of land. He then proceeded to make like 6 different garages, and he's collecting cars. He has like a garage dedicated to pinball, a garage dedicated to motorcycles and stuff. It's amazing going over there. Ever since he retired, he has been making the most of his life.
Not only is your grandpa like an awesome geeky nerd, just like your dad's also a geeky nerd. His dad. His dad blows my nerd collection out of the water.
Yeah, sorry, John. You don't stand a chance compared to my dad.
Listen, I will let your dad take the reins on that one, because I have seen not all of his dad's collection. Like Sam showed me some pictures of his collection on his phone. And oh my God, like Sam, remember my eyes got real big and I was like, holy shit. I'm like, your dad is the toy collecting nerdy geek master. And I said, I'm like a village peasant compared to him.
My dad bought an entire 2-story house just to have enough room for his whole collection. It's just him and his wife. That's all. And they have like 4 bedrooms completely dedicated to his collection. It's ridiculous.
like I looked at Sam and said, dude, your dad's like stepmom must be the coolest wife ever to allow him to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. She absolutely supports it. And I don't think they'd be together if she didn't.
Plus, how cool is this? Sam told me when they got married. Unfortunately, I told Sam I felt really bad. Sam's real mom passed away, and I felt really bad. But I said, Sam, I'm really glad that you have a good relationship with your stepmom, and they had a Star Wars wedding.
Yeah, my dad was Han Solo, and she was Princess Leia, and they were married by Darth Vader.
That is the most epic fucking shit ever. I was like, it sucks, Sam, that your real mom passed away. And I said, I know you'll always love her, man. I said, because if my mom and dad passed away, I would always remember them because my mom and dad are hella fucking cool. And but I looked at Sam and said, but it's cool that you have such a good relationship with your stepmom. And then that's when Sam said, hey, Fierce, check this out.
I need to message her again. It's been a while.
And I remember you looked at me and said, hey, Fierce, check this out. They not only did they get married, and I said, yeah. And he goes, but they got married in an epic way. And I was like, well, isn't getting married in general epic? And he's like, yeah. He goes, but they took it to the next dimension. And I was like, well, what? And he goes, dude. And he like zoomed in and he's like, dude, they had a Star Wars wedding. And I was like, oh, that is fucking cool, man. See, since Fears is so short, if I would have came to your mom and dad's wedding, Sam, you know what character I would be.
You'd be an Ewok.
Either that or I'd be fucking Yoda because I'm so like short. I'm gonna own it. I'm owning it that I'm short.
Yeah, but you're short and hairy, so you'd be an Ewok.
Here's a hairy, crazy animal. Like when I have to trim up my beard, private parts. I mean, seriously, I have to trim up my back, my hairy chest. I'm a friggin' 8.5, man. I kid you not.
Because you're only like what 2 days from your last shave, and your face is hella hairy.
No, this is going on. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. It's not even 3 days, and look how hairy this.
Yeah, that goes, dude. I'm 2 days away, and like my facial hair is not even close to yours. Like,
it grows in. Like the fans have said, Fierce, you're so hairy. Like you would have an epic beard, and I get. I've me and Mercenary Man have had plenty of conversations about this. And he's like, Fierce, he goes, you would look epic in an epic beard. And I was like, I want an epic beard, but it gets to a certain point where it gets too prickly. And then you've even seen me, Sam. I'm all doing this, like itching the shit out of it. And I'm scratching it at work and stuff, and I can't handle it. And Sam's like, Fierce, why don't you just grow it out? And I was like, dude, It's all about the light stubble. I love a light stubble. I don't know if I could ever like grow out the beard, but maybe one day. We'll see.
Mine doesn't bother me, but I just don't like my facial hair long.
Going though, Sam. You got like it's coming in. It's coming in.
So a little bit of a love patch here. Soul patch.
I see that. Look, girls love the love patch. Oh, man, they're like, oh shit. Oh my God. That fucking love patch, man. That's what I'm talking about. So Mercury Man says, I'm sure it does. My Oklahoma experience is living there for a few months during the winter. Wasn't a big fan of it, going from the 70s in one day and then on to single digit days. This is true. Missouri does this shit.
Oh, Oklahoma is where the weather report doesn't matter. You just go by the feel of the weather each and every day.
It's the same way. I swear. It can be a friggin' ice storm one day. You come out, it's all melting, the sun's out. I'm like, oh, I guess it's going to be a sunny day. That's why I was like, I can't take enough of this cold, man. I'm like, I said I wanted to move to Florida for these reasons. Better weather, better job opportunities, the babes, the beach, and just to make a life for myself.
And the booze.
And the booze. The booze is nice. I will say. Now, me and Sam have got Sam, I didn't tell them about this, but I'm going to tease them. After Desolate, me and Sam have got a secret project, and you know where I'm going with this, Sam. Mm-hmm. It involves booze, maybe some video games, but I can't say anything else.
Mm-hmm. And it does involve us. There you go.
Yes, but trust me, it's going to be worth the wait. Because Sam, when it pops up on my vlog channel, they are going to shit a fucking brick. They're going to go ballistic. And it's going to be worth it, though. Worth the wait.
All I'm going to say is remember this room. That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly. Just one word. Oh, dude, my friend Exhumed Visions made me this. What do you think of this?
That's pretty dope, man.
The official Fearsman 26 mug. I'm waiting for him to get off his ass and make the Fears vlog mugs. You know? I'm like, Exhumed Visions, get with it. Come on. Come on. All right, so second question, Sam. What was your very first video game that you ever played, ever?
Okay, so it's actually the back of my phone. Super Metroid is my first game. Not only is it the first game I ever played, it's also the first game I ever beat.
Nice.
I beat it at the age of 4
that's
with the assistance of my dad.
That is impressive, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the very first game I ever played, my dad gave me his Atari, and I played Pong. Pong was the first game ever I ever played. So, have you played Pong, the original?
Yeah, of course I played Pong.
I just wanted to make sure.
My dad has like every console you can think of. He has an Intellivision. He has like the Atari 2600, the 5200. He has like all of it. And like I grew up with all the old consoles. Only until like I was like maybe 14 did I touch modern day consoles. I did like the GameCube was the oldest thing I had until I was like 14 maybe. And then they got me a PS3, a PS4, and all that shit. So I was behind the times. I grew up old-fashioned as fuck.
Well, I told Sam the new games that I'm looking forward to playing are the ones that I can't wait to play with Pixel too. But I was like, whoever I play with first, I'm looking. Sam said he's going to download Friday the 13th, and we're going to play that. I can't wait to play some Part 7 of Resident Evil, and then I gotta play the remake of number 2 and number 3 at some point. So I don't know what we're gonna play on our video game hangout on the 29th, but I'm like, we'll figure it out. But so many games to play. So next question: what is your favorite video game of all time?
My favorite video game of all time.
Like if you could only pick one game and you could take it with you till death do you part, they put it in your coffin. What is that favorite game?
Oh God. That's a tough one for me, man. Favorite game of all time. It's probably Kingdom Hearts 2. I can play that game forever. That game has infinite replayability to me.
Nice. Nice. I'm looking forward to playing that because I haven't played it yet. My favorite video game of all time, Sam already knows what I'm about to say. Super Mario Brothers, not 1, not 2, but part 3, guys. Oh yeah. All right. So next question: when did you start Twitch casting, and when did you start YouTube?
So I started YouTube back in 2012 when a game called Call of Duty Black Ops 2 released, and it had a feature where you could upload directly from YouTube your clips and stuff. And I just uploaded like, gun game, like just like a couple of smaller things. And then like I got a surprising amount of views off that when there was no commentary or anything. It was just gameplay. So I was like, I wonder if I can make this a thing. So I started like actually like I got a laptop for Christmas from my grandma. It was
nice.
it was a cheap like $200 one. But
hey man, whatever works.
Exactly. Back then it was whatever works. So I started just uploading random games and stuff, and then I eventually got to Five Nights at Freddy's came out in 2014, and that was the biggest thing for me on YouTube. That's when I was like, oh shit, I can upload this to YouTube, and my shitty laptop can handle this game. So I could record that. So that's when I really started taking YouTube more seriously. But then when about 2017 hit, I realized live streaming was the next goal I had, and YouTube was not super great for that at the time. YouTube had just introduced live streaming as a platform on it at that time.
Yeah.
And it was not super good. it kept crashing all the time, and
it's okay.
It would lose its resolution a lot. It was just bad. So I switched over to Twitch, and ever since then I have never looked back. Twitch has been amazing. I've been on that for about almost 6 years now, and I enjoy it every single day, even to this point. Like it doesn't get old. I can keep doing it.
Sam, we're still going to talk, but I'm going to invite a few guests in.
Sure.
And see if anyone wants to come in while we do our interview. So the first person I'm going to send to, he may come in, he may not. I don't know. I don't know if Randy's busy, but I've told Sam about Randy, and we're going to get an epic hangout where it's me, Randy, and Sam one day. So we'll see. We'll see if keep talking, and we'll see if Randy wants to come in.
Okay. But yeah. Whenever I would stream on Twitch, I thought it'd be like just a me thing, but then I realized it would be more entertaining if I brought like my friends and stuff in.
Nice.
And ever since I did that like a year or two ago, it has been the best. Just the best to bring my friends in and stuff, and just like because my computer saves all of my streams directly onto a hard drive I have, it keeps it permanently saved, and I have these memories with my friends that'll last forever, and that's the most important thing to me. That's amazing.
I mean, I love the same thing about YouTube, and Twitch. I've dabbled in Twitch, but not much. But what would you say? You definitely like you definitely like Twitch casting more than YouTube, right?
Yeah, as far as streaming, I do want to use YouTube for like making proper edited videos and stuff like that. I just don't have the time for it.
Listen, that's why I was like, if you ever want me to edit something for you, I love YouTube. Ever since it came out, I love YouTube. And I was like, and then Sam at work told me, said, hey, Fears, I'm going to revamp my channel. And I was like, anything I can do to be a good friend to help you revamp your channel, I'm going, yo, Tinder Immortal, what's up? Thank God. I thought Tinder Immortal was going to boycott me forever about the vlogs. Thank God. She's a really good friend, Sam. You're going to love Tinder Immortal and Pixel. They're the coolest fucking people ever.
Nice to meet you.
They not only have they been good friends, we haven't hung out, but we're going to one day. I can't wait to hang out with Tinder Immortal and Pixel because they're great.
I always get immediately good vibes from people who introduce themselves by yelling yo as loud as they can.
Dude, she is the coolest fucking chick ever. Like I tell Pixel, I'm like, do not let her go. She's like the coolest chick. And she's really she loves one of my favorite movies of all time. She is a big clown fan, right? She loves the shit out of Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That movie is so dumb, but I love it.
But it's one of those things where it's so shit garbage. It's fucking great. Like Halloween 3, it is the fucking shit of all shit. I pulled my pants down and take a shit on Halloween 3, but it's fucking great.
Have you ever watched a movie called Kung Pao?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I love Kung Pao so much. It's another movie that's so shit. It's great.
And listen, everyone knows where I'm going with this, Sam. I've already told Sam about fucking Drainiac, and he thought it was hilarious. There's a guy, Sam. I don't know if I told you about this. I know my fans are rolling their eyes right now, but I have to tell you. The greatest scene in Drainiac, it makes no fucking logical sense. This guy, he opens up the hood of his car, right? He's working on it. A fucking tentacle shoots out of the engine, grabs him by the neck, burns his face on the exhaust port. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, some big fat guy comes walking in with a black like hoodie, and he has an apple in his hand. And he just kind of looks around and goes, that's peculiar. Takes a bite of the fucking apple and then walks off, and I fucking lost my goddamn mind.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's weird. Anyway.
It is great, buddy. So one of these days, I'll show. Sam hasn't seen the scene yet, but I'll do it. But welcome, Tinder Immortal. Good to see you. I'm making progress on the vlogs. I promise. I'm working on a vlog today. I just wanted to interview Sam and let everybody get to know him. I just posted the Disney Fantasia golf vlog. So if you guys haven't checked it out, go to the vlog channel, check it out. I'm gonna do a much shorter version, Sam, for the main channel.
Okay.
So I put all the video game stuff on the vlog channel. I'm going to just put the Disney Fantasia stuff on the main channel. So that's coming soon, and I'm going to work on another video today. I'm going to try and work on the RetroCon today, either RetroCon or the Missouri vlog. I've almost got both of them edited, so we'll see.
Looking forward to it, man.
So if anyone's got a question for Sam, put it in the chat. I'm going to keep going with the interview. Sam, where's the best place you've ever traveled? Ever?
Best place I ever traveled? I'm not a travel guy. I love road trips, but I never have the time or the money to do it. But
when you have, where's been a really cool place that you've traveled? It's like one of your favorites.
One of my favorite places I used to go to all the time was a place called Silver Dollar City. If you've
been there. I've been there.
I love Silver Dollar City. I used to drive there every summer.
That's in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
I love it. I believe that's the place with the caves in it that you can go to.
Yep.
And they're amazing. I love going there. They have a picture of a hot air balloon in there, fully like lit up and everything. It's amazing.
I've been there 2 or 3 times. Once when I was a little kid, and then a couple times like in my teens. I haven't been in a long time, but that would make an epic vlog to fly back to Missouri and just do that. That would be good. Or if just you and me and Randy just got in a car and just drove there, that'd be sweet.
I'm super down. I love Silver Dollar City. I just got to find the time to go there.
I love traveling in general. Like I thought about at one point, I tried to be a flight attendant because I love traveling so much, you know? So one of these days I told Sam, I'm going to try and do that job again. I was so close. Just they make the tests really hard, and I'm not a really good test taker. I got an 89 in every single test, Sam. You had to get a 90 or above.
Oh, man.
And I didn't beg them. I just looked at them and said, can't you make an exception? I was 1 point away, and they're like, Fears, like, we think you're a great guy. You'd make a great, flight attendant. But they said, if we gave you a pass, then we'd have to give everybody a pass. They said, just further on down the road, if you want to try it again. I was like, yeah, I'll probably try it again one of these days. So, yeah. All right.
Just study up, man.
Listen, I didn't film much, whenever I went there. I filmed a little bit, but I was pretty much studying away. I really was. I took it seriously. I was studying the manual, everything, and just they make those tests hard. So first, the next question, Sam, first impression of me, good, bad, yay, nay, what was the very first impression? And has it still stayed the same or has it changed? You won't hurt my feelings. Just honest answer, go.
Honest first impressions? Didn't really feel anything towards you. I was like, I was cautious because almost every other coworker I had when I first met them, they were super nice. They did their job really well right off the bat. And given like a couple days, they showed their true colors, and a lot of them were pretty shit right away.
Now listen, guys, I don't mean to cut Sam off. Sam has told me some stories. Like Sam is exactly correct. He was like, Fears, they would start off great. A week into the job, great. Second week into the job, great. He goes, by the third week, he goes, they showed their colors. Some of them were lazy as hell. Some of them would sleep. Some of them wouldn't help me at all. And I heard these stories, Sam. One guy only made it 3 days. Remember the prison guard guy? Yeah. And he was probably the worst guy, right? Well, it's a split between him and like the girl that just slept all day. She had a space heater right by her.
Yep, had a space heater, wore a jacket. She was watching her phone, watching movies.
She had a blanket on her.
Yep, a blanket too.
I was like, if you're going to sleep, just stay home. You don't sleep at fucking work. I'm like, are you nuts?
And it's insane that I would take pictures and send it to my coworkers, I mean, like my bosses and stuff, because I was like, why is she getting paid just as much as I am? And she's just sleeping all shift long.
Yeah.
And
that's unfair.
They did nothing. They did fucking nothing. Upset the hell out of me.
Like Sam told me their go-to line was, oh yeah, we'll take care of it. No worries. And then nothing.
And then they didn't.
Yeah, then nothing. I was like, well, if you're going to take care of it, why don't you actually take care of it?
She quit. She wasn't let go or fired or anything. She quit because it was too cold for her. And
the thing is, I mention this to Sam all the time. She is literally insane. Here, let me cook it on me real quick. Sam's going to agree with me when I say this. So when we get there between 10 and 12 to save money at the security depot, they don't have the air on. So we just turn on a fan, and it's okay. It's not bad, but it does get hot, right, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
So around 1 o'clock, that's when the air conditioning clicks on. And then you're fine. Then there's a gust of wind. So I told Sam, I said, Sam, that lady is mentally disturbed, mentally ill, that she thinks it's cold in here because it's not cold. It's hot in there until the air conditioning kicks on at 1 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, good riddance to bad rubbish. So, Sam, you were probably thinking, oh, John's a breath of fresh air because he actually is a good guy. He actually does his job.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's like, I just want to go back to talking about the temperature in the place real quick.
Go ahead.
I just want to tell people that it is 73, 75 sometimes when we start our shift.
Yeah.
Like, that is not a cold temperature.
Not at all.
To most people, that's room temperature. You and me like colder climates.
We do.
To most people, that's at least room temperature. There's no way to anyone that's cold.
Sam found out very quick. In my apartment, 68, buddy, all the time, every day, all day. 68, rocking that cool, cold penguin weather. Right on.
Yeah, and I keep my house usually around 72, 70. And
that's not bad.
Because I live with like 3 other roommates, and they're uncomfortable with that.
You've got a bigger house than me, so the air is filtered through more rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So like 71 is like 68. You know what I'm saying? Like in your house, because you have what, 5 bedrooms?
We have 4 bedrooms.
Because Sam lives in a house with some roommates, which is pretty cool. But
they're all amazing people.
Yeah, and I haven't met them yet, but Sam's like, Fears, when you come over and hang out one day, you'll meet them. And I said, listen, I'm all for meeting new people. And I said, I'm sure they're great. And Sam was like, I have the master bedroom. So he's like, I chill in there, do my own thing. I do my Twitch cast thing. And goes, everybody leaves me alone. And, and then when we come out and sometimes we chill in the living room together. And I was like, that's cool. So, yeah. So at first it was like you didn't know what to think, but after you got to know me, then it was a good first impression.
Yeah, you're okay after that. So
nice. So when did it really click that you were like, John's a cool fucking person, I want to be his friend and I want to hang out with him?
Probably after we first started talking about a potential hangout.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think that's when it started to be like, okay, this guy's okay. Because like he's putting his best foot forward. He's trying to make, like a motion towards hanging out outside of work and stuff,
Yeah.
That's a sign that someone like cares more about me than just a coworker,
Yeah, like my first impression of you, I thought very nice, very cool, very chill. A little quiet, but then like when I opened you up, I have a lot of friends that are kind of quiet. I just have always been an outgoing person, always have. Probably because of my ADD and my hyperactive disorder. But I tell all my fans, I don't use that as an excuse. I take that raw energy and I put it towards good, whether it's my belief, in church or my family or my friends or my editing or my vlogs. I said, turn a negative into a positive. I'm like, that's the card that God gave me. All right, Fears, don't dwell on it. Just take that raw energy and put it into something good.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told my fans many times. It's going to be not a surprise when I say this. Actually, the videos and the streams keeps me balanced because it keeps my creative juices flowing.
Yeah, I definitely feel that too because as you said, I'm pretty quiet at first, but having an outlet like this, even though I'm not super talkative, it still lets me get out what I feel, what I'm thinking about each and every day. And it makes it where like I just have a more positive vibe to everyone in general. I used to like bottle up a lot of things, and I was a pretty negative person to be around. I feel like I've grown into a lot better of a person through streaming.
I'm here to say Sam is probably the most non-negative person, because I told Sam it's gotten better, but I said I used to like not take criticism criticism whatsoever. I had a negative attitude. I had zero to none patience, and I've definitely grown over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, the interactions with all these people and stuff in general has been amazing.
yeah,
It's always nice to meet new people and talk
and I was over the. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. I try to work on that. I try not to interrupt people. I was over the moon that they didn't bring any like hatred or any like negative shit to your stream, because I was like, oh God, I just became friends with Sam. I'm like, I don't want anything to happen to my friendship, because it's hard to make friends out here, especially living alone. And I told my mom and my dad are always worried about me. They're worry warts. And I'm like, I'm a full grown man. I'll take good care of myself. And my mom's like, well, try to make some friends. And like, you're trying to make a life out there. And I was like, yeah, it's going good. It just is, it's hard to make friends in the security business because, one, we're always at night. Two, we don't bump into a lot of people unless it's like the truckers, and the truckers suck ass, and I wouldn't want to be their friends anyway, because some of them are weird as hell. Some of them are really nice. Some of them are
really cool, actually.
Yeah, some of them are like the coolest people, but other ones, they're batshit crazy. And I even told Sam, I said, for a while, I said I was really in a bad mood. And Sam, I don't remember exactly what you said, but remember you asked like, well, what's getting you down, Fears? And I was like, I was really in love with this girl. And I said, it just went from good to a lot of arguments. And I said, I wanted it to work out. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. I said, we're still friends. We still talk. I said, I'd rather be her friend than nothing at all. But I said, if I could get her back, I really would, because I truly love her. And I said, it's hard to get over her. But I'm
glad you didn't meet me 8 months ago after my last breakup, dude. I was a mess.
I remember.
I get it.
I remember you telling me about it. You were like, Fears, I was a fucking mess. I was like, so was I. So I've gotten better at getting over her, and I've made some efforts. Like I told Sam the other night, I said, no bites on the internet dating, but I said no bites yet, but I said I've messaged at least 30, 35 girls. I said, I'm just waiting for one of those girls to write me back, and I said, we'll see. I said, eventually some girl will write me. And then I told him about, I've gotten better at taking criticism, and I've gotten a lot better at, if somebody like tries to like irritate me on, line, I'll either instantly block them or time them out, because I hate all forms of negativity. So it's gotten better. It's definitely gotten a lot better.
I just don't even really block anyone. I might time someone out if they're spamming, but if they're like just saying a negative thing from time to time, I just don't even get the time of day.
And
eventually they'll just leave it alone.
I told Sam my 3 rules. I give him 3 chances, and that's it. And I even told Sam, I said, I must have gave Quentin at least 40 chances. I was like, I'm done. I've given Yakov probably more than 40 chances. I was like, yep, whatever. You're a loser. You're out of here. Joey, countless thousands of chances. I was like, nah, I'm done, because that's insanity to keep giving people chances, Maybe one day, like I barely heard from Joey, so maybe one day I could give, because I will give him this. Even though he's trolled in the past, he's got the greatest fucking collection of Star Trek I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, whenever me and him were cool, he's like, hey, Fears, he goes, you think you love Star Trek? Check this out. And he showed me a picture of his room, Sam. And it was fucking Star Trek galore, man. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, that's fucking great. So maybe one day I can give him another chance. But all these other guys, like Quinn, he's okay at times. Like me and him have actually been getting along recently. And I'm like, I'm astounded that me and him have gotten along. But other people, I won't give. Like, there's this guy, Moody. I absolutely hate him with a passion. He crossed a line, and he called my parents one day, and he did it for pure entertainment value, Sam, like when I used to live with my family. And I'm like, that's crossing a line.
Mm-hmm.
So I would never give him another chance, because he broke that barrier of trust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can't be doing that kind of stuff, though.
I would never call.
How
insane is that? I would never call anyone's parents. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, next question. What is your favorite horror movie, buddy?
Favorite horror movie? There's two of them. So one of them is the Babadook. I actually really like the Babadook. Have you seen that one?
I've never heard of it. Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. It's sort of like a storybook come true kind of thing. It's actually really good though. I recommend it.
Give me a 10-second version, Sam, of what it's all about.
10-second version. Okay. It's British, I think. I can't remember.
Nice.
The older woman, her son is autistic, and like so they use that as like making the kid think he's insane, making things up, but it's actually all actually happening. So it's pretty cool. I recommend it. 10 out of 10.
Man. So that's your favorite one of all time.
It's up there. And then the other one is Freddy versus Jason, because that movie's insane and I love it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, nice. You just got more friendship points, Sam. Jason and Freddy's all right. I love Jason though. Jason's cool.
Mm-hmm. Freddy Krueger is my favorite like classic horror.
I mean, he's all right, but nothing will top the good old Michael Myers Halloween 1978, buddy. That is my favorite movie of all time. Just there's not one scene in that movie that I do not like. It is fucking epic.
Is it?
It is epic. Have you ever seen it?
I haven't seen it in a while, but I have seen it.
Okay.
It's been a long time. I might need a refresher on it.
What do you think of the new Halloweens?
Haven't seen the new ones though.
Oh, they're good. They're good. They've got two out. They've got Halloween 2018, and then they got Halloween
Kills.
And now they're working on right now they're working on a Halloween Ends. So I tell all my fans, will it really be the end of Michael Myers? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
It'll never be the end because it's a franchise that can make money.
Exactly. When I'm 97, if I make it to 97, they'll still be making like Michael Myers. He's returned from the grave. He's 97, but he's pissed. Like he's coming after Laurie, or whatever,
I give it only like maybe 5 or 6 years before they reboot Halloween and just call it Halloween Begins or some stupid shit.
Yeah,
like they're just gonna do it all over again.
They'll do like a prequel or something. You know what? They've never done a Halloween prequel. I'd love to see a Halloween like prequel, like revisit like Michael like killing his sister like when he was 6 years old, and then like do like a young Michael like maybe like in the sanitarium, and then they should end the film with him as an adult escaping from the sanitarium.
Yeah,
like from the number one. That would be fucking cool. That would be cool. All right, so next question. When it's your turn to pick a hangout, any ideas for another hangout?
Any ideas for another
hangout? I've got a lot of ideas, but I was like, I want to hear some future hangout ideas from Sam.
Not really. I'm not huge on being the one to pick places because I'm down for anything all the time, honestly.
Okay, cool.
So like I'll just like list out a bunch of opportunities and I'll just be like, you pick one, because I'm down for anything,
Like me, Sam. I'm like, as long as we get some hangout time in, and I'm a foodie, as long as we get some food in, as long as we get some hangout time, I'm like, I'm down to film and hang out and do whatever the hell. So like whatever you're down. Hey Fears, let's go to a water park. Hey, let's do it. Hey Fears, let's go, watch Batman again. Right on, let's do it.
Yeah,
hopefully me and Randall can watch it Monday. It may not happen, guys, because Randall said his mom's not feeling good. And I was like, well, Randall, obviously family is more important. So I'm like, if you can't hang out on Monday, I completely understand. I'm like, take care of your mom. I can go to the movie theaters by myself and watch it. So if Randall doesn't hang out, I'm probably going to go see either Scream, or I may see a double feature. I'll probably either see Scream by itself, Batman by itself, or Scream and Batman.
Keep me posted, man. I'm actually really interested.
Because I am down to see both. Have you seen any of those?
No, not really. What were all of them you listed again?
The new Scream, because they've made a 5th Scream. I never thought in a million years, Sam, that they would make a 5th Scream, but they've made a 5th Scream, and then the new Batman movie.
So the Batman movie I did see, and I am actually interested to know what you think of that movie. I've never actually cared for Scream.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, fair enough.
The whole franchise. I think the mask is iconic, but I don't much care for the movies. Never really did.
There's a couple of reasons why I like Scream, and every one of my fans knows where I'm going with this. I'm a big fan of the Ghostface Killer. I think he just looks cool. His whole costume, his mask, like Sam was saying. Second, Neve Campbell is smoking hot. And she was my first celebrity crush, still is a celebrity crush.
Oh, damn.
I don't care that I think she's like 47. I don't care. She's still fucking hot. If Fierce ever got a chance to go on a date, have drinks with her, I'd be like, oh, let's do it. And then I would text you, Sam, and say, I'm having a great night. It's going to end with a great night. I'll let you know how it all goes, buddy. Peace, deuce, later.
You want to know who my first like real life crush was in,
that's
in
my next
a movie?
Question. That's my next question. First celebrity crush, go.
Sarah Connor from the first Terminator.
Oh, yeah, she's hot. Yeah.
100%. I was obsessed with her. She was the reason I kept watching that movie over and over and over again.
I would look at her and say, Sarah Connor, I'll show you the future. The future is going to be me, you, wine in bed right here, right now. That's what I'm talking about.
Ripley from Aliens shortly followed that too.
Yeah,
I love her. I do love her.
Just watch out for an alien popping out of your stomach, Sam. That's crazy.
So I think where that comes from is that my favorite, like my first game that I ever beat, and one of my favorite games of all time, is Super Metroid. It's about this super badass girl taking down this, you know, bounty hunter and the super awesome adventure she goes on. So I think I sort of attached that to everything. So like anytime I see a badass woman doing badass things, I'm immediately in love. You know, like I love seeing a girl that just fucking owns it.
Absolutely. Now, next question. It's more of a statement, but it's also a question. I forgot. Sam has never played one round of pool in his life.
Not one.
So
not in real life.
I told him, I said, we have to rectify that. So me and Sam are going to go play pool soon. So the question is why haven't you been able to play pool? I know you told me, but I forgot. Tell the fans.
Never really had a chance. None of my family was interested in it, and I'm not going to play pool by myself. So, and pool isn't much of a thing that my generation does. So like none of my friends really brought it up or wanted to do it. So
shame on you, Sam. Shame on
it.
you. We're going to have to rectify that. Since Sam is a young Jedi Padawan, how do you say it? Padawan learner. Fears is a old Jedi master that let's teach him the ways of life. We're going to play pool, buddy.
And I'm going to beat your ass.
Don't listen to this guy. Listen, I have beaten Randall so many times. He's only beat me once at pool. Randall's only beat me once at pool.
I was an experienced in miniature golf, and I tied with you on there. So you know.
That's true. That's very true. We'll see. I can't wait. And we're going to go to one of my favorite restaurants in Florida. That British restaurant I told you about. It is so. They have Sam. I'll have to take you. Their food is amazing. I did like a whole Christmas vlog of me getting like a British Christmas dinner. Because I unfortunately I couldn't go home this year for Christmas. Work wouldn't allow it, and I just didn't have the money because I did a big epic Missouri vlog. That Tinder Immortal is getting mad at me. I promise it's coming soon. Because her and Pixel love my vlogs since we're such good friends. They love sitting down together, you know, since they're together, and they love watching them. So yeah. Except Tinder Immortal pulled a funny on me. She was like, "Hey, Fierce, go to Disney, go to this place where you drink soda." Sam, this soda, oh my God. Some of them from different countries were amazing. I took a sip of this. Tinder Immortal, if you're still watching, I don't remember what soda was it and from what country. Sam, this was like goat piss mixed with orange juice, mixed with like baby fluid and like period blood. I took a sip of it. I almost spit it out. It was so fucking disgusting. I almost died right there. That was insane.
Sounds like something I could get 9 glasses of right now.
Your stomach could probably handle it, Sam. My stomach I can't remember if I turned around and spit it out in the trash can or if I just forced it down my throat. It was horrible.
Oh, man.
Mercenary Man says, pool is always fun. Whenever I go to a bar with a table, I'm 100% there. Well, Mercenary Man, one of these days we'll have to meet, buddy. We'll have to play. We'll have to grab a beer. And I'm all about meeting my fans. I told all my fans, Sam, one of these days, if I get real big, you know, or at least more than 10,000, I am down. I don't know how I would do it, but I am so down to do a like a fan meetup. I've met some fans at the conventions that I've went to. Next question. Have you ever met any one of your Twitch fans or any of your YouTube fans? Have you ever met any one of them?
No, but I am 100% down to do a meetup when I get big enough to do a meetup, you know?
See, that's me too. Yeah.
I try to do my best to create a completely positive environment for me and my viewers and stuff.
Me too.
So meeting them in person, I think, could only improve that. So I'm 100%
Absolutely.
down.
Absolutely. So if you guys have got any questions for Sam, like I said, put it in the chat.
I will answer literally everything. So
next question. Oh, it's more of a statement. We covered it a little bit, but go more in depth. Tell the fans how epic and how big your dad's like. It's not just toys. It's like movie props, movie memorabilia, toys. Tell them about his collection. You guys have no idea. I'm gonna click on Sam for this. Sam, tell them about this. Like, your dad is like one of my heroes, because when I saw his collection, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, his collection blows mine peanuts out of the water. Go for it.
So my dad has been collecting since he was a childhood. He even when he was a child, he didn't open any of his toys because he knew he was going to collect them. So he's got old shit.
Sam, real quick. I have to use the restroom real quick. Keep talking to the fans. I'll be right back.
Cool.
All right. Just tell them about the toy stuff.
I got you, man. So my dad has a lot of stuff from his childhood that has like never even been opened up. Like he's got like old Star Wars stuff. Like he's got the old Boba Fett with the rocket launcher on its back. He's got a lot of older stuff like from Mystery Science Theater 3000. He has He-Man, Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Spider-Man, like all that stuff, like all of the heroes, X-Men. He has all of the action figures you can possibly think of. He has an entire wall dedicated to Star Wars action figures. It's astounding how much he has. And then he has another room completely dedicated to Hot Wheels because he loves cars and he collects Hot Wheels. He has over 10,000. It's a lot. Then he has another room dedicated to real life heroes that he has, like Weird Al Yankovic and Conan O'Brien, like a bunch of people that he just generally loves. He's got a room dedicated to that, and just older memorabilia in general. Like that's also where he keeps his older video games, like the Atari and the NES and stuff like that. And then he also has another room dedicated to his football stuff, where he's got Seattle Seahawks memorabilia. He keeps the foosball table decorated, and he's got the foosball table decorated in Seattle Seahawks stuff. It's just all of his favorite things. So yeah, it's insane the amount of stuff he has. He told me the value of it, but I don't feel comfortable sharing that on a stream. But it's
you don't have to tell the value. Yeah.
It is a big digit though.
What I'm gonna say is, like, I know we just became friends, Sam, but at some point, whether we go on a road trip, because like me and Sam have been talking about a road trip, whether it's a road trip or we fly, I would love to meet your kick-ass grandpa and check out his movie car collection. Because he's got not movie cars. He's got like a normal car collection, and then I would love to like meet your dad too, and like check out his epic like toy. Because like his dad is just like me. He goes to cons. He meets celebrities. The only thing that differs is Sam said, "Fears, my dad doesn't like interview people like you do." Because Sam has seen some of my celebrity interviews, and you were impressed. You were like, "Oh shit, Fears! Like, how did you accomplish that?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just asked them, and they just said, yeah, what the hell."
Yeah, my dad meets everyone you can possibly think of, but he doesn't like do interviews with them or anything.
I swear, he's probably met more celebrities than I have, and I've met a good, decent amount of I've met, like, if you go on my Facebook, I've got an album solely just for autographs and movie memorabilia, and then I have one solely for like the people that I've met and took pictures with. And Sam looked at it and was like, "Fears, that's a good collection," but he goes, "My dad's met way more people than that." And I was like, "Hey, fair enough." I'm like, "That's awesome." So one of these days, buddy, I'll have to meet them because they sound like super cool, chill people.
Yeah. My dad is absurdly shy though. It may take a bit for him to like talk to you when you do meet him.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's where I get a little bit of my shyness. My mom is absurdly outgoing like you. Cool. I get a mixture of that. Like I'm shy at first, but I'm extremely outgoing when you get to know me.
my dad's kind of the same way. My dad's not shy. My dad is a man of a few words. But like my dad, whenever he does talk, what he says is like really cool, really important, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know where that gene comes from. My mom's more outgoing than my dad, but my dad, he's outgoing. You know, my dad's not a jerk. My dad's, you know, outgoing and stuff, but he's outgoing to a point. My mom's super outgoing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I get that trait from my mom. But yeah, so one of those days it has to happen because Sam showed me some of your pictures that you showed me of your grandfather's car collection is fucking spectacular.
His daily driver is insane.
I was like, your grandpa is cool as shit.
My grandpa collects Buicks, by the way. Just letting
Oh,
people out there know like what kind of cars he collects. He collects old Buicks, new Buicks, anything. He that's his favorite company. That's what he sticks to. And
like I told Sam, I'm like, Grandpa Fears, he was cool as shit, but he only had like 2 cars. He had his Ford pickup truck that he loved, and then he had my grandma's car, which I forgot what she had. And he played his guitar and stuff, and he loved his church music. He loved playing guitar, and he loved country music. But I was like, I miss my grandpa Sam, but he never collected anything. But I was like, that's cool that your grandpa collects shit.
Yeah,
just like your dad, like father, like son. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep, my grandpa started it.
That's awesome, dude. So speaking of collectibles, I have to ask, because I forgot to ask him whenever you were over here and we were playing video games. When you came in, it's a 2-part question. 1, what did you think of my entire nerd collection? And then number 2, what was your favorite movie prop on my shelf? Remember, I have a shelf just dedicated to movie props. What was your favorite movie prop in my collection?
Okay, so what I think of your collection, I think your collection is impressive, despite the fact that I know my dad and know what he has and stuff. It is still really impressive, the stuff you have and the lengths you went to get some of your stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing, do I have to stick to your shelf? Because I think the most impressive thing you have is the newspaper article from Ghostbusters. That's the thing I think is the coolest.
That's still a prop.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing I think you have. And
that was actually from the film. Thousands of dollars. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, I also want to know, what's your favorite prop on the shelf?
Probably the Wonka bar. I like the Wonka bar a lot.
That's the new improved. That's the newest thing in the collection. I found that at a con. That's awesome.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is one of my favorite movies growing up. So
I love that movie.
I love it.
It's a wrapped Wonka bar. The only thing that sucks is I asked him, I said, I'm never going to unwrap this, but I said, please tell me, is there a Wonka ticket? And he goes, no, he goes, the Wonka tickets you have to get separately. And I was like, oh, I'm like, well, it's still cool that I have a wrapped Wonka bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just cool that you have something like that.
I think one of the newest things, I'm scourging the internet. I want to get the amulet out of the Monster Squad. I want to get or I want to get some type of Resident Evil prop. I don't care. Like whether it's like Leon's jacket or Leon's gun, some type of movie prop out of the Resident Evils. Whether I get like a replica of the T-Virus to put on the shelf. I don't even care if it's a real prop because I showed Sam, I've got some replica props in my collection. I've got some real props. It's a mixture of both. So yeah. Well, next question, Sam. You said your sister works at Disney.
Yep.
What has been your all-time favorite Disney hangout with your sister?
My all-time favorite Disney hangout with my sister was, funny enough, many years ago when I first moved to Florida for high school.
Okay. All right.
She got me I moved to Florida Christmas Day. Like actually nice. Christmas Day. And my sister managed to get me in there with her. And I hadn't seen her for years at that point because, you know, she moved to Florida. My parents were divorced. We were going through a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And we went to see the what's it called? The Osborne Christmas lights over in Halloween Studios.
I've yet to see it, but I've heard about it. I heard it's good.
And me and my sister just shared a pretty tender moment over the lights and stuff where like we just sat there and talked about like what all we missed about each other and stuff.
That's awesome.
Me and my sister were always pretty close. We argued a bit because, you know, we're siblings, you know, growing up, but
that happened.
But we always got over it and we're great now.
Oh, dude, listen,
we've both been through a lot.
Me and my brother fought all the time. Like fist fights, pushing each other, like to the limits. But in the end, my brother loves me and I love my brother. And now me and my brother, we're super close.
Mm-hmm.
Like remember I told you, like when I got hurt in my accident, he came down for 2.5 weeks to help me get back on my feet because I couldn't do anything. Like just getting off the couch to the bathroom to take a piss was like climbing Mount Everest. It hurt so bad. My fans remember it. I would have to kneel down like this and do it in stages because sitting on the couch, I couldn't see the chat from laying on the couch to here. So I had to get close and I'm like, hang on. And the mercenary man, you remember this. I would literally do it like this, Sam. I'd be like, I would like do it like this. I'd be like, give me a minute. And I'd be like, oh shit. And then I would like get down on one knee and I'd be like, oh shit. Because it hurt so bad. And then I'd have to like kind of ease in like this and slowly but surely sit down. And then I'd have to slowly but surely like move myself forward and then like tilt the camera like this. And it took about, a mercenary man, back me up. How many minutes did it take me to get down? Because I'm guessing at least 3 or 4 minutes, Sam, because it hurt so bad. Because I almost died.
Damn. That's crazy, man.
I almost died in that wreck. I was in surgery for 6.5 hours. And I thank God every day of my life that I'm still here hanging with you guys. I love my fans. I love my friends. I love my family. I mean, it was touch and go for a couple of, like, literally, I remember the lady, she was the best surgeon in Orlando, but she's like, there is a chance you may die.
Hey, John. Really quick, while you're talking about this, I'm going to go to the bathroom so you can go to full cam on your thing real quick.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I'll be right back. I still have the headset on, so I'll hear everything you say, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, go for it. So it was a little touch and go, but I thank God and I thank my friends and I thank my family every day that I'm here because I love you guys. I know you love me. And I'm just grateful that I'm here. But mercenary man, back me up. How many minutes did it take me to, like, you guys remember? I would be like, oh shit, like trying to get down. And it was a couple of minutes, but back me up on this, mercenary man. Or if anyone knows in the chat, put it in the chat. But anyway. But yeah, guys, so far, I hope you have loved the vlog. Hopefully you've loved the stream. Sam is a cool guy, and he's a new addition to not only to the community, but he's a new addition to the vlogs, new addition to my life. He's a great friend, great guy. Looking forward to hanging out with him more, and it's an honor and pleasure. Thank God we met, because me and Sam were like two peas in a pod. Great person, great friend. I'm honored to be his friend, and he's a really good guy, really good guy. Well, while Sam's using the restroom, I'm going to update you guys on a couple of updates. Like I said, me and Randall, we may hang out. I told Randall, I said, look, Randall, I understand if your mom, he said his mom's got like a little bit of a cataract. So his mom may have to go into surgery. And he's like, fears if I have to. I was like, Randall, I understand. I'm like, take care of your mom, you know, because your mom's really important. So on Monday, I may be going to the movies by myself. If not, and Randall said, fears if I take care of everything. Randall said he's going to call me today and let me know yay or nay if we're going to go. I said, Randall, if we can't, I said, we'll just hang out another time because I still owe Randy dinner. Because I said, well, I'm going to pay him back. I told Randall, I said, I'm going to pay for dinner because Randall has been working a shit ton on the drawings. So I said to thank him, I'm going to take him out to dinner. So, all right, there we go. Sam's back. Sam,
I've been holding that in for like 30 minutes, actually.
Oh, dude, no. Listen, I understand. My fans know too. Like sometimes my Crohn's takes over, and I'm like, oh, I have to use the restroom. So literally, sometimes I've had to leave them alone for like 5 or 10 minutes and be like, I'll be right back. Just do whatever you want, talk about whatever you want, and then whenever Randy's been in here, I'm like, Randy, entertain the fans. I'll be back.
It's surprising how much I'm willing to sacrifice myself for the. Add a little more entertainment to my streams.
If you have to work tonight, man, you better get some sleep.
I don't think that's going to happen, considering he still hasn't called me back. Well, I don't think I'm working tonight.
Like, after the stream is done, I would call him back, buddy.
I'll see.
Yeah.
But he in the call I was in with him, he made it sound like, he said I'm on a list, and it says, like, I'm just straight up not allowed to work regardless. So it sounded like unless Jonathan gives the pass, I'm not working.
I hope Jonathan can help you out. So try to call Jonathan or Harry back.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I'll try, but I don't think I'm going to work tonight. I don't think I'm working at all for my 2 weeks. They made it sound pretty serious that I'm on a list and I can't work.
well, after the stream, like later on, like let me know if you're coming to work or not.
Because they said the list can't be overridden by anyone but Jonathan.
Okay.
Because it's an automated system that puts me on my schedule and stuff, and if I'm on that list, it takes me off the schedule automatically. Is what he said.
Oh, gotcha.
So, it sounds like it's going to be work for Jonathan. Jonathan doesn't work, so I don't think it's going to.
I'll be honest. I don't think I've met Harry, but I don't think I've ever met Jonathan. I don't think.
Yeah, Jonathan used to be in Harry's current position, but Jonathan moved higher up.
Oh, is Jonathan a nice guy?
Yeah, he's okay. He's the laziest motherfucker I think I've ever met in management.
There you go.
That's what I'm thinking. He's not going to do anything.
Well, we'll see. But if you don't come to work tonight, then I wish you luck on those interviews, buddy. Because Sam told me off camera he's got some interviews on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I have 2 interviews on Monday, and I have 3 more on Tuesday.
That's awesome.
I set up while I was waiting.
Right after, like one after the other on Tuesday.
Like both of them are like all 3 of them are 3 hours apart, which gives me perfect time to do my interview. Go to the next location.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Off camera, you'll have to tell me the jobs that you're going for on Tuesday.
They're more of the same things. They're more like the sales things I told you about. The solar sales. They're more like that, just different companies.
Just let me know off camera because I don't want these people knowing like where you're going to work. Because
well,
like I said, most of my fans are really nice, Sam, but some of them are absolutely batshit crazy.
They can try.
Don't tempt them, man. I'm telling you. Like, I never thought they would find some stuff, and they're like, yeah, we're internet hackers. We'll find out, Fears. We'll find out. Like, I had to tell my ex-girlfriend one time. They kept messaging her, and I'm like, don't believe a word they say. Some of them are fantastic. Some of them are absolutely fucking out of their mind. And I had my ex, like, block a few of them. So I'm like,
I used to play this
game. Sam, I'm just warning you. So
I used to play this game Among Us. And there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. It's a multiplayer game. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. You can play it on your phone and everything. Mm-hmm. And the game like is all about like teamwork and finding out who the killer is and stuff. It's kind of like Clue. And I would actually I would be the troll. I would ensue chaos. They'd be like, "Where were you during this?" I'd be like, "I don't know, somewhere."
I'm just saying, just be careful, buddy, because I'm like, don't want anyone to find out where your new job is, or if you're going to come back to work tonight or whatever.
They won't find out.
Because most of them are really nice. Like, I'd say 90% of my fans are super nice. The other 10%, you guys know this. I'm going to look right into the camera. You guys know I hate some of these trolls. Some of them are absolutely out of their fucking minds. Which it's weird. They're like, we have to know, Fears. We have to know everything about you. We have to know everything about your life. And I'm like, why? I don't care about your life. I'm like, do I care who you go out with? Do I care about where you go to work? No, because it's none of my business. So I'm like, why should – and Pixel tried to explain this to me. They said, Fears, when you're an online personality, they care. They want to know. I'm like, but if they're a troll, they don't care about me. So and they're like, Fears, it doesn't matter whether they're a fan or a troll. They want to know about you.
See, the thing is
and I'm like, I tell almost everything about my life within reason. I mean, some things I keep private, but I'm like, I almost tell everybody everything on my streams and on my vlogs. So I'm like, there's nothing else to find out about me. But then they're like, oh, we'll find out, Fears. We have to know. And I'm like, no, you don't have to know.
See, the thing is I'm not worried about people because I don't care what they do at all. It has literally no effect on me if they contact my sister, my mom, or my dad, because they already know. I've been an internet personality for 6 years and they're fully aware that shit's going to happen. I told them when I first started becoming like a streamer and stuff, I was like, hey, just letting you know, people will hack me at some point. People learn things about you and they're going to message you. My parents and stuff were like, okay, we'll just block them. Luckily, my entire family is like technologically like knowledgeable, and they know what to do when someone does that kind of shit.
Like
I
said,
safe.
Like most of my fans are wonderful people. To me, since I'm a little bit older, and my mom and dad are kind of old fashioned, they could care less about Twitch and YouTube. They love my stuff. I've let them watch some of my stuff, and they're really proud and they love some of my stuff. they're like, we don't want anyone interfering in our life. And I said, I understand, Mom, Dad. I said, I'll try my best for them not to interfere in your life. Some of them have crossed the line, have called my parents and caused fucking chaos. And like, thank God, the last year or two, it's been pretty chill. I mean, here and there, I've had to take a troll video down. Here and there, I've had to take, some channels down. But for the most part, like, they just don't like it when you say their name. Like, when you insult them on camera, then that's what gets them pissed.
See, the thing is if they're gonna like be like, hey, I found out your sister's number or some shit, I'm gonna be like, yeah, and it's cool.
I
don't even care.
To me, that's where a line is drawn. I'm like, you should never call anyone's family or anyone at work, and they've done both. And they've loved it. They're like, yeah, we did it for pure entertainment value. And I'm just like,
I don't give them any entertainment value because I don't care. So they can do whatever they want.
I'm just saying that's where we differ. I'm like, I don't want them to involve themselves, like, because I don't want to lose my job. So I don't want them calling my work, and I sure as hell don't want them calling my family members.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's why I've like, I know I have a smaller community than you, but I think that's like why I have a lot more of a more net positive people that stay, because I've had people try to do negative things and it's literally got them nothing. Like I gave them no reaction whatsoever that they wanted, and I didn't care if they did any more. So they didn't do anymore.
That's where me and Sam differ. I've gotten better at not reacting, but oh man, Sam, when they found out how to push my buttons back in the day, oh, I went ballistic. There's been times where I've went so crazy on camera that I watched it back and I was like, Fears, I'm really embarrassed that you acted like that. And I've actually took those videos down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the worst one in my community. I'd say the worst person that reacts in the community is probably this guy named Dragon. And unfortunately, me and Dragon used to be really cool. He just wouldn't take my advice. I only block people when I absolutely have to, or if they try to recreate my shit or recreate my name or whatever, shit like that. And there was this one guy called Bunginator in my chat, and that's one of my favorite words, bung, that me and my friends, I told you about. Remember my friend Trent? He made up that language and shit. Remember I told you about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Trent's the creator of it, and so I was like, okay, that's cool. Someone wanted to make a channel called Bunginator. I'm like, why would I block him? And I had nothing to do with Bunginator making fun of Dragon, but I guess Bunginator just didn't like Dragon, and so he made fun of him. And I was like, Dragon, I cannot, control everybody on the internet. I'm like, if you don't like Bunginator, I said, Dragon, just block him yourself. And because I didn't block him, Dragon got all butthurt and he ended our friendship. And I was like, you know what, Dragon? I'm like, that really sucks. But I'm like, Bunginator never did anything to me. And you know what? I think Bunginator left the community because I remember him writing me and saying, Fears, it's nothing that you did. Just people are too. I remember he wrote me something. I can't remember it. He said, I got to leave. This community's too crazy. He goes, if Dragon's that butthurt. And I was like, I tried, man. I even tried to sit down with Dragon and say, Dragon, don't react. Don't react. And Dragon is probably the worst at reacting. One time he got so mad that he pulled out a gun from his dad's gun case and threatened to kill people on camera. He pointed the gun at the camera and was like, I'll fucking kill you, you motherfuckers, and went ballistic. Thank God I've never done something like that, Sam. And I've tried to take all forms of negativity off my channel. Like all the times where I've went ballistic on camera, I'm sure the trolls have re-recorded it and they got it somewhere, but at least it's off my channel, Mm-hmm. D-Man's in the house. He says, Fears, audience Fears. Now, D-Man is a very cool old fan. He's been a fan of mine, Sam, since the very beginning. D-Man, this is my new buddy, Sam D-Man.
Welcome, D-Man. What's up?
D-Man says, Sam, craziest thing ever happened at work. Fears is craziest thing that has happened at work. Oh, so he's asking. So, craziest thing that's ever happened to me at work. I guess he's asking of all time, Sam, so I'll let you go first. So, it doesn't have to be this job that we work at. It could be any job. So what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at work? Because I've already got mine, but since you're my guest, I'll let you go first.
Craziest thing that's ever happened at work. That's rough. I've had a lot of crazy things happen at work. When I worked at Staples, I had the lady that went into the furniture department stripped naked and sit in one of the chairs.
Oh,
That
nice.
was pretty weird.
Hey, at least
Yeah.
hey, Sam, that's not a crazy thing. That's a good thing. At least you got to see some.
She was 70.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. I thought it was going to be a young, hot, sexy babe, and Sam was going to see some good titty action.
Nah, no one wanted to see it. No one wanted to see that.
Yeah, old flappy boobs are not good. That's not good.
Yeah. And then we had to call the police and have her escorted out. So that was weird. And I ran the furniture department in Staples, so it was.
Sam, I've got that vision of old, wrinkly, crusty boobs.
Get that vision out of your head, man. You don't want
it. God! Oh, that's disgusting. Dude! That's bad. Especially at work. And, you're chilling at work. Everything's going good. And she's like, hey, Sam, what do you know? What do you think of these bad boys? And Sam's like, nah, I don't like old, crusty boobs. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Dude, that's pretty crazy.
So what about you?
I've got two. So I don't think the fans have heard both of these stories. I know they've heard one. The craziest thing, I was in college. I personally think you can do two things at once at work. I had no customers, and I used to work at this miniature golf place, and my boss, he was just a stickler and a dick. And this was back in the day when Fears had no patience and slim to none patience, and my temper went from 0 to 100. Mm-hmm. I get my temper from my dad. I'm still working on my temper. You've never seen me full in rage mode, Sam. Mm-hmm. But it's bad. And I hate when I get mad. So I said, but I've always been really good at work and my studies. And I was really trying to get an A on this project because I wanted to get as many A's as possible in college. So the customers come in and I took care of them. I said, how many rounds of golf do you want? They said, oh, I'm with my family. We'd like to play. There was 2 courses, and it was a miniature golf thing that was inside a mall. The whole miniature golf place was inside the mall. So I said, great. I said, the 2 courses, I said, they're $10 each. How many players? And so I took care of them. They played, they went away, and then I didn't have any customers for 3 hours. So I said, okay, I'm not going to waste this time. I cleaned up the shop, and once everything was done, I started working on my video projects. He comes in and he's like, Fears, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm doing my homework. I'm doing my editing project. And he's like, you know what, Fears, you think you can just do and say whatever the hell you want. He goes, this is fucking work. He goes, you do your homework at work. And he goes, you're not taking care of the customer. And I think his name was Richard or something. I can't even remember. And I said, Rich, I said, I haven't had a customer in 3 hours. And I tried to be civil with him at first. You know what I'm saying, Sam? But he just giving me shit. I said, first of all, I haven't had a customer in 3 hours. I said, 3 hours ago, a family came in. I took care of them. They played the courses. I got them the balls and the putters and the whole 9 yards. I said, I took their money. I put it in the register. I said, it's all good. And I said, I haven't had a customer in 3 hours. And he went, Fears. He goes, you're useless. You're fucking hopeless. He goes, you'll never amount to anything. He goes, you're not fucking listening to me. He goes, find shit to do around. He goes, you should have been cleaning. You should have been putting the putters away. He's like, you know what, Fears? Fuck you. He goes, I'm done. He goes, you're fucking out of here. And I was like, I've only done my homework once at work, man. And he just kept giving me shit. And so I tried to leave peacefully. I said, all right, man. I said, if you're going to fire me over this stupid thing, I said, the job's not even worth it. And he said, oh, it's not worth it, Fears. And so he kept following me out, and he kept getting in front of me, Sam. So he was trying to block my way. I went, if you're going to fire me, fine. I'm like, it was just a part-time job. I'll find something else. And he would not let me leave, right? And so I tried to walk around him, and I was like, this guy, pushes me, touches me, and he kept, pointing like this, Sam, in my he kept saying, you're useless, Fears. You're useless. You'll never amount to anything. Like you don't listen to anyone. Da, 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 da. He was giving me a lot of shit, right? And he kept, pushing me with his fingers. I said, don't touch me, man. And he's like, I can do whatever the hell I want, Fears. I'm your fucking boss. And I was like, not anymore. You're firing me. And he goes, oh, Fears. He goes, you have no idea. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, so now you're threatening me? And I'm like, yeah, tell me, what are you going to do? What are you going to, I'm like, what are you going to do? And he's like, oh, Fears, I'll make your life a living hell. And I'm like, no, you won't. He's like, yes, I will. And then this went on for like, I was like, the blood was boiling, Sam. And I was like, if this guy pushes me one more time, I'm going to go full hardcore John Fears raid mode on him. And I said, I'll destroy his fucking life force. I said, I will like take him to the bowels of hell and I'm going to go ballistic on him. And he did it one more time and I let loose on him. And I was like, fuck you, you goddamn motherfucker. I told you not to fucking touch me. I'm like, how fucking dare you? I said, I was doing my job. I'm like, you can do two things at once. Fuck you, you son of a bitch. I'm like, if you touch me, I'll fucking kill your ass. I'm like, I'll throw your fucking face through a goddamn wall. And I was like, and then I screamed. I was like, fuck you. And I pushed him away. I pushed him. He went flying and he went into like one of the miniature golf things. And I said, you touch me. I said, I will beat the living shit out of you, your fucking family. I mean, I was going ballistic. And I can't even remember all the shit I said. And then I dared him. I was like, I dare you. I dare you to say one more thing. I'm like, do it. I dare you. And I went, come on. Let's hear it. And then he didn't say anything. And I loved his reactions. And he got up and he went, I'm good. And I went, yeah, damn right. Fuck you. And then I walked out.
I just let a man leave.
Yeah, he just would not let me leave. And I thought the whole thing was ridiculous. I was like, I was doing the job. I said, you can do two things at once. And I always try to like value my time. I was like, you know what? No one's came in 3 hours. I'm going to get some homework done. So there was nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I had cleaned everything up. I said, okay, I'll clean everything up before I sit down and do my homework. And he was just pushing the buttons. And I was like, oh, you want me to teach you a lesson? I'm like, I'll teach you a real good lesson here. I'm like, don't fuck with me. I'm like, nobody fucks with the Fears, man. I'll fucking destroy your world. And I pretty much destroyed his world. So there was that. And then the other one was when I did security at a Verizon call center, a lady came down and she was like, I could tell, Sam, in her eyes that she was afraid. And she's like, hey, Fears. And I worked at the front desk. And whenever I was not working the front desk, then I worked in the back. We had a big security office. And me and the security guys would take turns. So if I wasn't at the front desk in the lobby, then I was either in the office doing paperwork or like walking around doing security rounds. And I always worked the front desk when I came in because I just wanted to get that bullshit out of the way. Because I loved killing time by doing a lot of security patrols because there was like 7 floors. And I was like, oh, if I just do a bunch of security walks, like the job will get over, lickety split. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then whenever I didn't do, I was just like chilling, like watching YouTube videos and watching the security cameras in the security office. So I was about to go on a security walk. The girl comes down and says, hey, Fears, like, do you mind if I like talk to you real quick? And I said, you look like you've seen a ghost. Like she was flushed in the face. I said, what's wrong? And she was like, okay. So she's like, I've been dating this guy for like 2 years. And he doesn't know when to take no for an answer, Fears. So she goes, I'm kind of afraid that he'll come up to my work and like cause a scene. I said, that's not going to happen. And I think her name was like Sandra or Sandy or something like that. Let's just call her Sandy because like it was something like that. And I said, I said, I'll take care of it. I said, if he tries to come in, I'll just be like, look, man, if you want to talk to her out of work. And she's like, yeah, don't even let him in the building. Mm-hmm. Well, I made a mistake. I had to use the restroom, so I had some guy watch the lobby for me, and I forgot to tell him, hey, if a guy comes in, don't let him come in. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, that guy was standing there, and he's like, I need to talk to my girlfriend right here, right now. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, here we go. I said it in my mind. I'm like, this guy's gonna cause so much shit. And I said, look, man. I said, I'm not trying to like be a dick or anything. I said, it's over. Like that's what an X. It's an X is an X. I said, she doesn't want to be bothered. I mean, I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, be a gentleman. I'm like, you don't want to bother her, like, at her work in front and like make a fool out of yourself and her, like in front of her coworkers. Cause she worked on like the 6th floor and she was like in a cubicle, you know what I'm saying? So if he would have walked up there, everybody would have known. And he's like, let me tell you something. He goes, you don't tell me what to do. He goes, I'm a full grown man. He goes, if I want to talk to my ex, I'm going to go up there and talk to her. And I was like, well, I'm like, if you do try and do that, I'm calling the police. And he's like, do it. I don't care. And so I got in front of him. I was like, look, I said, here's the deal. I said, there's no way in God's green earth you're getting upstairs. And I said, I've already locked you inside the building. So I said, there was a button on the desk. You know, if you pushed a button, it locked every single door in the building. So I was like, I've already pushed the button. I said, if you keep this up, I'm going to get my manager. I said, I may not have the power to call the police, but I said, I know my supervisor does, because my supervisor was in the security office, like in the back.
You have the power to call the police. You always have power to call the police, even as a pedestrian.
Well, it depends on like I worked for a different security company, so it depends on the situation. But I wasn't, because this was back in the day, Sam, like when I was a little bit younger. I wasn't sure if I had the power to call the police. I told him either I will call the police or my supervisor will. Mm-hmm. He didn't care. She's like, I don't care. Call the police. Do it. He goes, who the fuck are you? And I was like, well, who are you? And he's like, I'm going upstairs. And then I kind of flashed I kind of went like that to get my supervisor. My supervisor came over and said, look, I'm going to say the same thing as Fears said. You're not getting upstairs. Leave her alone. He goes, if you continue, he goes, we'll trespass you from the property. We'll call the police. Like, this is harassment. And he's like, are you guys serious? And then he got really mad. And he was screaming, raging, going ballistic. And my supervisor / friend was like, Fears, just keep saying, you got to leave. You got to leave. You got to leave. So anyway, I just kept saying, like, you got to go. And I just wore him down and he left. So that one wasn't as bad as my first work story, but he was getting pretty loud and people were kind of like coming into the hallway, kind of like looking around, going like, what the fuck's going on in the hallway? And I thought, oh man, this is going to escalate. Anyway, let's get to some questions, because I know someone asked a question and you said
Mercenary Man. He asked me what my favorite Star Wars game is.
Go for it.
Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, 100%. The first one I prefer over the second one, but they're both great. I prefer single player story campaigns over multiplayer and stuff, so that's why I don't care about like Battlefront 2 or anything like everyone else does, or KOTOR. But yeah, Force Unleashed is my favorite Star Wars game.
I'll be honest, like I've watched a lot of Star Wars movies. I haven't played a lot of Star Wars games. I need to rectify that, Sam.
They got better once they reached the PS2 era and stuff, because the Super Nintendo Star Wars games and stuff were impossible to beat, dude. They were, oh my god, I still can't beat
really
them. Yeah, they're hard.
Oh man.
On top of that, like for some odd reason, Disney movies were absurdly hard on Super Nintendo. I don't know why they decided that.
I mean,
Aladdin, harder than like arcade games.
I mean, Aladdin on Sega was pretty hard. I mean, I finally beat it when I was a kid, but it took me forever as a kid to beat that.
It's really hard. The one that I struggled with the most on the Aladdin was like the cloud level.
That one, and then the lava level, like when you're trying to escape the cave and the lava and all that.
Oh god, Super Star Wars. Oh god, that game. So that game is actually really impressive graphically, like on the Super Nintendo, like the animations and stuff where you doing a spinny blade. It's actually really impressive. That game looks great. It's hard as fuck, and you don't get to make it past the first level.
Mercenary Man said, I know we're off topic, but I've been in and out of the stream. You're fine, Mercenary Man. Like Sam said, ask me whatever you want. Ask Sam whatever you want. Whatever. N4 says, Fears. That should be one of Fears Man's new powers. Oh, what? The Fears Rage? Fears Rage? That would be kind of a cool power. But you know what, Sam? Like me and Randy are working so hard on the episodes, because it takes Randy forever, because he has to do one drawing at a time. We've yet to see him use the power of Fears, and we've yet to see him use the power of Block. Because like back in the day, like he's not really a fan anymore. We've came to neutral ground. There was this guy called the Dude. We were friends, and then he started kind of being a dick, and then I was a dick to him, and then it was like a battle. And then we finally just like in one stream of Randy's, he was just like, look, Fears, I'm sick and tired of fighting you. Let's just call a truce. And I was like, you know what? The Dude, fair enough. Let's call a truce. And since we've done a truce, he said, Fears, he goes, since you've blocked a lot of people in the past, Fears Man should have the power to block. And I was like, well, how would that work? And it was actually his idea. He said, Fears, you should call upon the crystal. And he goes, a block should come out of the Fears Man's crystal, and the block travels through the air. You grab like an actual like yellow block and you throw it, and then it entraps the person in the block and like sucks all the life out of them and like crushes them, like pretty much sucks them up dry, Sam, like they're like a prune, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Randy was like, Fears, that's fucking genius. So in the next episode, when he battles Black Aldrin, I think that's how we're going to kill Black Aldrin off, and I'm going to use the power of Block. And then in Fears Man 6, I think we're going to finally use the power of Fear. Yeah.
Mercenary Man asked, will I make an appearance in the Fears Man series?
Oh, it's happening. I've already asked you at work, and you said, and a direct quote from Sam, dude, I'm totally down to do some voice acting. Tell them you've already done some voice acting, Sam.
I have done voice acting before for a like mobile game that I'd rather not disclose, honestly, because I'm not super proud of it, but I think I did a good job. I'm not proud of the game it's in, because the game's kind of trash and very small.
Even though you're not going to tell them what game you're in, I said at work, I said, that's so fucking cool that you got an acting gig. They paid you. They put your voice in a video game. That's how fucking cool is that?
I had a girlfriend at the time who was a actual professional voice actor, and she was like, hey, I got a small gig. They want a couple to play as a couple in the game. We'll be a couple of orcs. We're going to talk super dumb. And I figured you'd be super into that. I was like, sure, fuck it. If you can get me in, I'll do some voice acting. So then I played Grognor the orc.
And I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is, Sam, but I'm like, I think and Sam was like, Fears, you don't? I'm like, listen, man. I'm like, I barely play games. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is, but I'm like, it's so cool that you had a voice acting gig. I'm like, that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I'm totally down to.
I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to my fans and say, oh yeah, I know who Gork is. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Yeah, I'm totally down to do some more voice acting in the future. It was really fun to do it. So
now, Sam, we didn't talk about this at work. Would you rather play a hero or a villain in Fears Man, or do you want to play as yourself in the cartoon?
I will. I want to be like a supplementary hero. I just want a hero in a different city that like visits occasionally.
Okay,
like, that's what I want to be. Like I'll be Batman. You'll be Superman. You'll have Metropolis. I'll have Gotham. You know.
Okay, cool. So I want you to come up with a superhero name, superhero powers. It can be about your name or whatever. Just come up with your own superhero, like I came up with Fears Man, and we will fit Sam's superhero character in Fears Man somehow, some way. Like maybe you assist Fears Man on taking down like a villain or something.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that, man. Also, Mercenary Man says that's a pretty good orc voice. Thank you. Grognak is a voice that I can do forever, man. It would not irritate Sam's voice at all.
I told Sam about the Mockingbird and how much I hate the Mockingbird, and Sam was like, Fears, you don't like Discord? So I'm like, oh, fuck Discord. I'm like, I had a bad experience in a Discord. I'm like, Sam, you can just, Sam, whatever you do, just don't join the Mockingbird Discord. Mm-hmm. Whatever they say, because they're going to invite you in, whatever they say, whatever you do not join that, because it's the most stupidest crap. A bunch of like 18 losers sitting in their basements, trolling Fears, trolling Carrie, trolling Randy. Don't get in there. But I told Sam, Randall's got Randall's got that dark humor. Randall came to me and said, when they said Fears, like, look, let's just kill the Discord and the Mockingbird and all your trolls. Like, we'll make them villains of Fears Man. I was like, that's genius, Randall.
Yeah.
And I was like, so that's what we're gonna kill off each troll in a very crazy way. We're gonna kill the Mockingbird in the Fears Man cartoon. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Sounds like fun, man.
It's gonna be great.
Trying to like lab it out, figure out what we're gonna do with it.
Oh yeah, like Sam was like, Fears, can I do some writing in it? I was like, dude, write it up. I'm like, we won't. It's all about. We have to wait for Randy though, because Randy, unfortunately, I've got one animator, and it's Randy.
I will give him all the time in the world.
I love his drawing skills, but I wish I could help him draw some of it. But yeah.
Oh, I'm not an artist in the least. I can't draw. I have the most unsteady hand known to man. So
yeah, I'm not good at drawing either. So like, I did a little bit in art class. I'll be honest. I actually like painting more than drawing. But I did a few sketches, whenever I was young. So
I could. You know what? I have an idea. I could ask. My sister's a professional artist. I could ask her to help me concept a superhero for me, and then we can add that into the series. Like I can lab it with her to decide like what I'll look like and stuff. And
yeah, come up with like an alter ego. Like, you know how like Superman's got Clark Kent and then he rips open the shirt. Come up with an alter ego and a costume and powers and the whole 9 yards. So if you want to be like Sam, like if you want to play yourself Sam as like the Clark Kent one, and then you run behind a trash can and rip open, your shirt and tie or whatever you want to do, go for it. I told Sam, I'm like, Sam, think of Superman and Fierce Man just rips Superman a new asshole, and we do a parody off a parody off a parody off a parody.
I'm thinking about incorporating my Twitch channel into my superhero. So like I'll be like actual like Commando or something like that. And I'll look like Guile from Street Fighter, you know, like
seriously,
I'll have super dramatic like hair and
your Twitch channel name is great. It's Sadistic Commando.
Egotistic Commando.
I'm sorry, Egotistical Commando. So I'm like, a cool superhero name would just be like Madonna. Just one word, Commando.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Like you can take that name if you want to, or just come up with something. But yeah, come up with something.
So actually, I used to go by, before I did Egotistic Commando, I think this is my superhero name because this would be perfect. It used to be Undercover Commando, and I think that's perfect.
What? So you want your superhero name to be Undercover Commando?
Yes, I think that'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
Undercover Commando is a really cool name.
You know what you could do is on your chest, you could put like a U for Undercover Commando, or UC for Undercover Commando, or just a C for Commando, something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like battle it out with your sister. Like just have a writing session with your sister one day, because I know you guys are super close. Come up with like powers, costume ideas, costume colors, do the whole 9 yards, and then Randy will draw out your character to the best of his ability, and we'll get you in there.
Sweet, man. I will absolutely talk to my sister in a couple days about this,
because Randy wants to hang out, and I said, Randy, I'm probably going to do some hangouts with you alone. I'm going to do some hangouts alone with Sam, and then we'll do some like together hangouts. So
good, man.
He is really looking forward to meeting you, buddy.
I look forward to meeting him too.
Yeah. So I have to go here soon because it's like 4:30, and I want to get something. Yep. I want to get something to eat. I need to take a shower, and I want to do a little bit of editing before I go to work. I hope you get to come tonight, buddy. I really do.
I don't think it's going to happen. It's been 2.5 hours since I gotten a call from.
Try to give them a call after the stream is done. But if you guys have got any final questions for Sam, put them in the chat. We'll probably do a part 2, Sam, because I've got way more questions to ask you. But yeah,
totally down.
But yeah, man. So the next big hangout for me and Sam is the 29th. We're gonna do a small hangout. I owe you dinner, buddy. So because I lost the bet, so we're gonna get some food, game it up, and depending on like if he has to work or not. If you haven't found a job yet, buddy, since then you can stay longer at my house, and we'll just game till like 12 or 1 in the morning, or however long you want to stay.
We'll get that figured out too.
We will figure it out.
Yeah. Drakeness asks, "What's for supper?"
Now listen, that's going to be a question that he always asks, Sam, because he is probably a bigger foodie than me. Almost every stream, if I stream alone or with my friends, he's always like, "Hey, Fierce, what's for dinner?" I don't know, Dankness. Maybe a soup and some salad because I'm trying to lose some weight. Maybe I'll make a steak and some French fries. I don't know. We'll see. Sam, what are you going to have for dinner?
So directly after this call, I'm actually going to go throw some food in the oven. I'm going to make me some chicken fries, some fish sticks, and some tater tots.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm making. So I like mixing it up, having some stuff that can all be thrown into like one sauce, like ketchup. I can just have one small thing of ketchup and just dump all of that into it. So
Fears loves ketchup. I have ketchup on my steaks because I do not like steak sauce. I've tried. I've tried to like steak sauce. It's just not me. Steak it up with some ketchup, buddy, all the time, every day, all day. That's what I'm talking
about. Yeah. I drink. So I don't eat healthy at all. Just saying that right off the bat. My diet is anything but healthy. But I eat
healthier. Like I'm like Sam. Sometimes I eat healthy. Sometimes I don't eat healthy.
But I drink almost exclusively water, besides when I'm doing some stuff like having some apple juice that like raises my calcium and stuff content, stuff that just helps me out, fitting some vitamins and stuff I don't normally have because I have a shitty food diet. So that's about it. So like for instance, chugged this entire thing of water yesterday.
Well,
so
all I gotta say, Sam, is like, so you're like about to be 25, so you're young. You can still eat whatever the hell you want. When you get into the 30s, buddy, That's when if I have a hamburger, it goes straight to my stomach and my ass. So I've really been trying to lose the weight.
You mean if I get into my 30s, I'm gonna go find that fountain of youth and stay young forever. I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, if you find the fountain of youth, you let me know, and Fears would love to say 38. I don't want to grow old.
No, I'm gonna witness everyone I know and love die old.
That's bullshit, man. You wouldn't hook Fears
I'm
up
gonna stay young.
the fountain of youth. Come on, man.
Yep.
Ass. Unbelievable. No, I'm sure Sam would give me the fountain of youth.
I'm gonna live stream your funeral for views.
Damn. That's all coming out. No, I'm sure if you found the fountain of youth fan, I'm sure you would give me some of that water. Wouldn't it be crazy if that actually existed?
I think we would have found it by now if it did.
I think we would have. But wouldn't that be insane if that actually existed? That'd be sweet, man. Like you take one drink, even a sip. Like a sip would take off like 8 years. You know? You know what I'm saying? You take one sip, 8 years. Like I went from 38, to 28 with one sip. So if you drank a full glass of water, you'd go down to 17 or whatever. That would be sweet, dude. Hell yeah. Any more questions for Sam? I've got 2 final questions, and I think we're gonna call it up. But if you guys got any questions, put the last few questions in the chat. Sam, have you had a good time?
Dude, it's actually been a surprisingly good call. I've been really enjoying it.
I love streams. I love when my friends come in. It's been an amazing stream. Can't wait for the next Hangout, buddy.
Does not feel like we've been here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Not at all.
It does not. It does not.
Time just flies by when you're having fun.
Exactly, buddy. So many more streams, many more podcasts to come, many more vlogs to come. What are you looking more forward to? The 29th or Desertland?
Desertland, 100%.
Yeah, me too.
Desertland's the thing I'm most excited about. And then, actually, what I'm most excited for is our secret project after Deserland.
The secret project is going to be absolutely, nothing against our Hangout on the 29th and nothing against Deserland, but the fans have absolutely no idea.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm telling you, they're going to shit a brick. When we flip on the camera, they're going to be like, holy shit, I never thought Fears would do this ever in a million years. And Sam convinced me to do it. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be great, Sam. Because when we turn on the camera, their eyes are going to go from this to this. And they're going to lose their minds.
Dude, they're going to lose their minds when the strippers come up on camera and stuff. It's going to be crazy.
That too. Yeah, food, strippers, our secret project. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
You've went to a strip club before, right, Sam? Or have you never gone?
Yeah, I went just the weekend of my birthday.
That's great. That's right. Yeah. Now, which one did you go to? The one in downtown Orlando?
No, it's this one all the way down in Tampa. Yeah, because that's where my landlord was, and he like took me down there. Because
I remember. Now was the one in Tampa? Was it all right? Was it good?
It was great from my experience. It was the only strip club I've ever been to. So and I didn't pay a single cent. My landlord did it all. So
nice. Well, let me just say this: back in the olden days, Fears has not went to a strip club in a while. But back in the days, Fears wasted a lot of money on strip clubs, and it's just one big epic tease, Sam. But they were good teases. Mm-hmm. But for your birthday, I'll probably take you to a strip club, buddy. I'll probably take you. Or for my birthday, just to do it again, we should go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just down to just chill. Yeah. I don't need to have this huge extravagant going to a strip club, going to a huge party and stuff. I had 2 friends invite me to these massive parties for my birthday. It's I just want to chill.
I like both. I like epic hangouts and I like chill hangouts. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to just chilling, having a couple beers and playing some video games on the 29th. And then it was your idea to do Deserland. And I was like, oh, that's going to be an epic vlog day.
Yeah.
So I'm down for whatever. I'm like you. As long as we get some hangouts, I'm in, buddy. But one of the hangouts, I think we got to go have a couple of beers and we got to go to a strip club at some point.
At some point, yeah, I'm down.
Some point.
That's gonna be when we save up some money for that, because strip clubs are expensive, bro. I found that out the hard way.
Sadly, they are.
I didn't even pay for anything, but I asked my landlord how much he was spending. He's like, "You don't want to know."
Strippers have hearts of gold. They're like, I gotta pay my way through college. I gotta pay the rent. Give me a 20. Give me a 50.
I didn't want to pay too much. I was like, I'm an accountant. I can pay for all this.
50 is a little much. I'll maybe give you a 10, but I don't think you're gonna get a 50 out of Fears, man. Like, that's
yeah.
Happen.
Can we get a link? Is it a link to my Discord? Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Here, I'll click on it. Do all the plugs. Do all the plugs for all your
all the plugs.
All the plugs for all your social medias and your YouTube and the Twitch and the whole 9 yards.
Okay, so my primary account is my Twitch. Which do you mind if I post links in the chat?
Yeah, man, go for it. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I always give my friends an opportunity because I want my friends to succeed on their Twitch and their YouTube. All that. Anytime I end a stream, I always plug anyone and everyone. You know.
Okay, let me pull it up.
So yeah, man, it's your time to shine. Give all the fans all the plugs.
So Final Remix is me. I'm posting the links to my stuff. Egotistic Commando, which I will be streaming on tonight since I won't be working apparently. I'm gonna go get some sleep directly after this, after I eat. But after that, I will be streaming probably all night. I have a 24-hour stream that I'm doing this weekend because this is very important and I need to plug this super hard right now.
Go for it, man.
I have a 24-hour stream coming this weekend that has a donation goal, which I never do. I never ask for money from my fans or anything like that. But I'm being let go from my job unexpectedly, kind of like without a choice in the situation. They're not even letting me work my last 2 weeks, apparently. So I can't put into 2 weeks. And I need help to pay my rent. I would genuinely appreciate it if you guys could come help me out. Anything is amazing.
Sam,
I greatly appreciate it.
Sam, I've got some of the coolest fans. They definitely will try to help.
Mm-hmm. I will appreciate literally even if you don't even donate. If you just come by and help me out, survive 24 hours straight, that's all I'll ask. So thank you so much for just giving me the time of day. I greatly appreciate you guys. Anyway, there's my Twitch. Let me get my
the Twitch is Egotistical Commando.
And then here's the link to my here is the link to my Discord. And
then your YouTube channel is Final Remix.
Yeah, and that's right there in the chat.
Awesome.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. It's been great talking to you in the chat and stuff. You guys all seem amazing. I haven't had a single negative interaction with you so far.
It's been great. It's been great.
I hope to see you tonight and tomorrow.
So tonight is just a normal stream, and then tomorrow is the big 24-hour stream
at 8 a.m. It starts at 8 a.m. and will end at 8 a.m. the next day.
Dude, that's awesome. Sam, you're gonna be drinking a lot of booze, a lot of Twinkies, anything and everything to keep you up, man.
It's good. I have 6 games lined up. Just letting you know. I will 100% complete 3 games on stream, and then the other 3 are just going to be chill for a little bit, play with my friends a little bit.
That's cool.
Another thing that I'd like to plug about my Twitch is I know I already said this earlier, but I want to say it again. Mondays. We haven't settled on a direct time on Mondays for our streams for our podcast yet, but Mondays I have a podcast with my friend Austin, my best friend. We call it the Marinara Cast. We do this every single Monday. We're going to do it later this Monday, like 10 o'clock, because my roommate is going to be hopping on and her friend is going to be hopping on. So we have 2 guests on the Marinara Cast.
You told me
it's very interesting.
You told me at some point you want me on your podcast, and I said I would be honored at some point to come on a Twitch podcast. I'm probably gonna have to make another account. And Sam, you know me and technology, you're gonna have to show me how to make a Twitch account because I had one and I can't get into it because I forgot the password or some shit. I don't know how all that crap works. So you're gonna have to help me make a new one.
Yeah, man, I'm completely down. But yeah, our podcast, we talk about very serious topics. Like last podcast, we talked about like parents and their roles they play on our lives, like how like we talked about how Austin, I don't want to like talk too personal about him when he's not even here. Austin had a parental figure missing from his life as a kid, and how I related to that because I lost one. I basically grew up without parents in my life for the most part. We talk about very serious stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Like, I know your dad was there, but it sucks to lose your mom. I mean, your mom is, you know, I wouldn't know what to do if I lost my dad or my mom. You know, like that's got to be hard. I mean, I get it, man. Like I'm afraid my dad can go at any waking moment. Like my dad's a cancer bullshit. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and I feel so bad. He's worked his ass off, and in his retirement years, he should be having fun with my mom, enjoying life, and almost once a week he's got to do like fucking cancer treatment, and then his leg has went numb, so now he has to do therapy on his fucking leg and shit, and it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But I always ask my fans, I don't force anyone to do religion, but I'm like, anyone that is religious like me, send some prayers my way and to my family and to my dad and everybody. I said, and if you don't believe in religion, then just at least send some positive vibes, some positive words to my dad. And it's been a roller coaster. He's good, he's bad, but he just got into a new radical treatment, and the treatment has brought his levels down. Not a lot, but at least some. He was at 150, and since he's done the treatments, it's brought his levels down to 141, 142. So he's making progress, man. Making progress.
That's good, man. I'm happy that he's making progress. Also, D-Man has a good point. The Fountain of Youth, the Legend of the Fountain of Youth, was in Florida, so we are on the right location.
Really? That dude, that needs to be a vlog.
Who was it? Ponce de Leon was looking for it, I believe.
That may be a new vlog. And we should name the vlog "The Search for the Fountain of Youth." We should do it. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, let's go searching for the Fountain of Youth. There has to be a Florida like gift shop or something called the Fountain of Youth, and we should go there and be like, "We found it, guys! The Fountain of Youth."
No, I got it. Picture we find the gift shop, right? Fears like a mad, crazy animal, runs into the gift shop and be like, "We found it! Goddamn motherfucker!" I race to the fucking cabinet. Throw open the cabinet. They have water bottles saying the Fountain of Youth. I fucking rip it, and I'm like, "You sons of bitches!" Open it up, fucking down a fucking bottle of Fountain of Youth, and then like pay it, and then fucking run out.
All right, I just looked it up. It's an archaeological park that's in St. Augustine. It's 122 miles. We need to go there, get a bottle of water, and say we drink water at the Fountain of the Youth.
Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it. This is becoming around. At first, we were just joking around. This has to make a. This has to have. Oh, I'm jazzed. We could do it, Sam. Let's do it. I'm all about it. Let's do it.
That's not too far away. I mean, it is 122 miles, but still, we can do that.
Listen,
we can make a day out of it. It's 2.5 hours of a drive. So
listen, the Fears Mobile can handle anything. Let's hop in the Fears Mobile and let's do it.
I don't think people realize what I'm willing to sacrifice for a bit.
I'm willing to sacrifice anything for a bit, within reason. You just go run in that gift shop and be like, "You sons of bitches, give me that bottle of water. I need the Fountain of Youth, man." I'm all Sam. So Sam, you're down.
Yeah, 100%. Not for a while, but I'm down to do that. We can't forget about this. We have to do this at some point.
We won't. I promise. I will tell the fans to keep reminding us, and we'll do it sometime after Desolate. I don't know when, but we'll do it.
Yeah.
Get your job stuff all situated, and we'll do it.
After our secret hangout, we're gonna plan this next because
yes. So it's gonna go like this. It's gonna go a video game hangout on the 29th, then Deserland sometime in April, then the secret project where they're gonna lose their minds, and then after that, we are doing the Fountain of Youth. and me and Sam will do D-Man. Me and Sam will do our research because I've heard about St. Augustine, but I've never had a chance to go there. Have you went there before?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I just looked it up.
Because I know you've lived in Florida longer than me, and I've never been to St. Augustine. I've heard about it. My ex and me, we were planning to go to St. Augustine at some point, but we just never got around to it. So I've heard about it. I've never went there. So have you and your family ever went there?
No, not as far as I know. I actually I've heard of it, but I've never been close to it.
Nice.
Oh, I'm actually looking on the map as to where it is.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like on the eastern coast. Yeah, I've never been there.
So it's from what? From Orlando? From my house or from Orlando? It's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, from my house it's 2.5 hours, and it's actually like maybe 20 miles north of Daytona.
Yeah, so I've been to Daytona. To get to Randy's house, it's 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So
That's not too bad.
Randy's house, it's not 2 hours exactly, but it's almost 2 hours. So if I can get to Randy's, we can go to St. Augustine for sure.
Yeah. Dude, I love road trips, so I'm down for this.
I'm down. Well, like I have, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. If we left on a Monday, we could stay the night, come back Tuesday sometime or whatever, and we'll rock it out. We'll figure it out.
I'll bring my CDs and we can jam the fuck out the whole 2.5 hours.
I'm all about it because Fierce, I will never get an iPod because I'm, classic 80s, 90s guy. I will CD it up until the day I die.
I got like 20 custom CDs that we can pick from. I'm sure we'll,
let's do it.
Enough to go buy.
Let's do it. Like if I buy a new car and there's not a CD player in there, I'll be like, here's $200. Go ahead and install a CD player in there. I refuse to get an iPod. That takes more energy. Sitting there for hours downloading fucking songs on an iPod. No, Fears wants it now. Buy a CD, boom, you pop it in, instant music, rock and roll.
I just rock a CD play. I just rock CDs mostly because my car doesn't have a dedicated way for me to hook my computer up. My phone up.
Has got a CD player, and I will rock that to the day I die.
I don't need it. As soon as I get a new car, I'm Bluetoothing that shit up.
So we should totally thank D-Man for this idea. D-Man, you are the man. Because without D-Man, we were just joking around about the Fountain of Youth, and I was like, if this is possible, if this is doable, I will drink the Fountain of Youth water on camera. Hell yeah, let's do it.
They have to have some water available at the Fountain of Youth.
I know they do. If we get there and there's no water available, I'd be like, oh, what a ripoff. I'm like, this sucks. Like, give us some water.
All right.
Sam, do you think they have a statue of the fountain? They have to have something.
They have to, right? Like, hold on. Let me look at pictures of it real quick.
Yeah, picture it up before we take off.
Oh, it's like a full park.
Oh,
no. And it's completely dedicated to the Fountain of Youth.
Ooh, nice.
So, they have like a whole a bird exhibit and stuff. It's kind of like a zoo looking thing.
So, is there an actual fountain like where you can get the water out of? Oh, it's gonna be great.
I don't know if you can get water out of it, but there is a proper fountain there.
Nice.
It even says when it's discovered and everything. This is cool, actually. Yeah, I'm down to go here.
No, do they offer water for you to drink? Does it say it?
I don't see it directly saying, but there has to be. We'll be fine. I'm sure.
If not, we'll cheat. We'll go to the gift shop and be like, "Come higher hell water. We're getting some water." I don't care if it comes out of a bottle. If Fears has to jump in the fountain and get the water, I will jump in that fountain. It'll be worth it.
Fears will get diseases just to get this water.
No, not diseases, but I will strip down my boxers and I will run and dive into the fountain if they'll let me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to jail for it, but I'll be like, look, we can't let the fans down. Right, person that owns this, and let Fears jump into the Fountain of Youth. Pretty cute. So we'll figure it out. Well, Sam, it's been an absolutely honor and pleasure. I got to get out of here, take a shower, get something to eat because it's 4:55 and I've done zero work on any of the vlogs yet, so I need to get to it.
Well, hey, you uploaded a vlog, so that's something.
Yeah. So Tinder Immortal can't be that mad at me because I did upload a vlog. I hope everybody enjoyed the vlog. If you have not checked it out, go to Fears Vlogs. We went to Disney Fantasia, and it's an epic vlog where me and Sam play golf, and then we get something to eat, and we video game it up. So it's great. Many more vlogs to come. Check out Sam's Twitch. Check out his vlog. I'm sorry, not his vlog. Check out his YouTube channel. He's going to, at some point, revamp his YouTube channel. So epic content coming on that channel soon.
It's going to be amazing when I change that. It's going to be huge change on the pace of my social time. I'm going to be hanging out with a lot more people. I'm going to be focusing my podcast a lot more. It's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
It's also been an amazing time meeting you guys.
Yeah.
All of you in chat have been amazing. Thank you so much for
like I said, Sam, 90% of my fans, I would even say 95% of my fans are epic, amazing people. It's only that 5% they're trolly and weird as hell, but that's the internet for you. I tell people, not everyone's going to love your content. You're either going to love me or you're going to hate me. If you don't love me, that's fine. Whatever. I can take it. Just don't bring your negative vibes to my channel.
Yeah. I appreciate all of you guys for inviting me into your community with open arms. I I haven't had a negative interaction with you guys yet. So
I
even the
knew-
people that John says are negative have been nice to me. So
I was like,
think
at least they're nice to you, Sam. And I think it's because you play more games than me. Like, I was astounded when you said Joey with the numbers didn't cause any chaos because he's pretty weird, and Clairaudience is even weirder than that guy. So I was like, if they're nice to you, that's great, Sam. I'm like, they're not really nice to me, but I'm like, that's fantastic that they haven't caused any chaos. I'm telling you though, just keep your guard up with Clairaudience. He's out there. Keep your guard up. And keep your guard up with Joey and some other hilariouses that are. I'm telling you, at some point,
we'll see.
Yeah, just keep your guard up.
Yeah,
but I'm glad that everyone likes you though, because that was important. I was like, I hope Sam will gel good with the community, because the community and my YouTube channel and my Instagram and all that they're big parts of my life. And I wanted to make sure I was like, I will totally respect the hell out of Sam. If he's not into YouTube, if he doesn't want to be on camera, I'm like, we'll just hang out off camera.
But joke's on you, John. I'm into all that shit.
No, I'm glad though. I'm glad. At first, Randall, not all the time, but back in the days, at first Randall was kind of shy, but now Randall, he's all about it too. But there have been some friends that don't want to be on camera, like my friend Krista. My friend Krista, she's an old friend. She goes, John, I'm going to come visit you at some point. And she goes, I know you vlog and I know you stream. She goes, I don't mind if my voice is on camera, but she's like, please respect my privacy and don't film me. And I was like, Krista, I understand. I said, I'm not going to force you to be in the vlog. She goes, obviously you'll hear me talk, John. She goes, I don't care about my voice, but she goes, I don't want me to be on camera. Like, she likes movies, but she's more of a behind the scenes type of girl. She likes editing. She likes producing. You know, she went to film school, so she likes more of the behind the scenes. And I was like, Krista, I totally respect the hell out of you. I would never put you on camera if you don't want to be on camera.
Hold on, John. There's something I need to introduce before I leave.
Go for it. Oh, nice. He's going off camera, so this is going to be exciting. Oh, nice.
Everyone,
here's
my little baby Una.
Sam is a caddy.
She is my baby.
Dude, I can't wait to meet her. I've seen pictures of her. She looks super cute, man. How long have you had her? How long have you had her?
I have had her for about a month and a half now.
Dude, she is cute, man. She's super cute. And I'll be honest, all my fans know. I'll be honest, I'm not a big cat lover. I do like cats a little bit. I've just been more of a dog lover. I've always had dogs, but like my ex had cats, and so I've opened up to cats. I do like cats, but I'll be honest, I'm more of a dog lover. But she is the cutest thing ever. And Sam is hilarious. When he does his Twitch, he actually has a cat cam. Sam, tell them about the cat cam, because when you showed me the cat cam, I was on the floor dying, fucking losing my mind. It was great. Sam, you saw me. I was on the floor losing my shit.
So whenever I stream, she's around me 24/7. I kept her out of my room just for this because I didn't know if I wanted to, have her on here or not to distract the stream. But she likes to be behind my monitor so she can still be near me, but like she knows I don't like her on me while I'm playing games and stuff.
Yeah.
So she'll be behind my monitor, and I have a separate setup where my camera will go straight to her, and she knows she's on camera because she does as cute of stuff as she can 24/7 on the camera.
Listen, she's gonna be big in Hollywood. She loves it. So Una, embrace the camera.
Una.
Or Una, I'm sorry, Una. I mispronounced it. Una, embrace the camera, love the camera. The camera loves you. We're going to get Una in a Hollywood movie, Sam. It's a must. It's going to happen.
She is my baby.
And I forgot, how old is she now?
She is 6 months old.
Dude, she's the cutest thing. She's the cutest thing ever, man.
She is a very young. She is a ragdoll breed, which means when you pick them up, they completely go limp.
Oh, that's so cute. Adorable. As my YouTube brother would say, she's adorable. She's adorable. I'll have to tell you about that. There was this guy on YouTube. He's not in the community anymore. But there was this guy that claimed to be my British brother, even though I don't have a British brother, but he claimed to be my British brother. And he was like, "Oh, Fears! Oh, it's Fears!" And that's how he talks to me. And he would always call everybody, "You're adorable. Welcome, adorables." And he was just fucking this hilarious guy. And he loved cats too. So if he was here, he'd be like, "Oh, your cat is so adorable, Sam."
She's a shoulder cat.
She loves just chilling on your shoulder, man. That's cool. Awesome. But yeah,
all right.
So that's good that Una made a cameo for the vlog and for the stream.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure because I heard her at my door because she hates being away from me. So I was like, let's get her in on the stream real quick.
Well, I mean, you're her father, so I mean, I get it. Listen, if Una ever wants to be on stream again, go for it. If Una ever wants to be in one of our vlogs, hell yeah, let's get her in a vlog.
All right. You gotta go. I gotta go get some sleep.
Yeah, man. So I hope you get rested. You hang out with Una. Don't forget, like I said, I'm gonna plug you one more. Don't forget to check out Sam's Twitch at
Egotistic Commando.
Egotistical Commando on Twitch. Check him out at Final. What was it again on YouTube?
Final Remix on YouTube.
Final Remix on YouTube. More.
And then I'm also Egotistic Commando on TikTok, I believe.
Yes. So subscribe.
Yeah, at Egotistic Commando.
Check him out on TikTok too. Sam makes his own TikToks. We make TikToks together. I just made one and put it. So check out my TikTok of FearsMan26. Don't forget to check out Pixel and Tinder Immortal on YouTube. Check out The Myth, the Man, the Legend, the Sega Camp Gamer. Check out Randall at his 2 channels, The Mayor of Magic and Cameo Man 2021. And this is Fears, and this is
Sam. And
we'll see you later, Alligator.
Deuces.
All right, bye.